Good evening Malik. Hopefully everybody is doing good and I आशा करता हूँ कि आप तोड़ कर रहे होंगे यानी I hope you are doing तोड़ Malik. So basically this is with respect to your strategic management part where we are covering total 8 chapters. Out of the chapter sequence which I'll be covering is basically like this. I'll be covering chapter 1 first, then I'll be covering chapter 3. Okay, after chapter 3, okay, then we'll be covering 4, 5 and 6. After that we'll be covering 2, 7 and 8 and so on. Okay, so probably 3.5 hours content we may require, 3.5 hours time we may require. Whatever it may be, okay, this is the scenario. Just make sure you are into my flow. Okay, so let's start with the content of chapter 1. Chapter 1 is basically an introduction to strategic management. And my friends, if you have any doubt or something like that, you can just message on it. Okay, so I'll just check it out at a message. The only thing which we'll be focusing on while message is that what we say is basically we may cover at a point of time. Once our chapter is over or 1, 2, 3 chapters are over, that time I'll be covering that particular content, Malik. Okay, and I always frequently use this word. Those who are aware about me, it's okay. Those are not aware, I always use this frequent word that is called Malik. Malik means actually I'm representing you as such. So whenever I ask Malik, so just make sure you are into that content with me. Okay, so don't look out for any other person which is basically with respect to any other particular part, Malik. So Malik, with respect to your part is your starting point is your chapter 1. Chapter 1 is introduction to strategic management, which is basically starting with your first point that is called business policy. Now the business policy is basically a basic answer or a basic concept which is just saying it is nothing but what is a policy? It is nothing but a study of functions and responsibility of senior management. Yani a senior management, what the function they are doing and what are the responsibilities they are doing, that is basically which are focusing on policy. What are the crucial problem it is affecting the enterprise and the decision or direction in which organization is going ahead, that is called a policy. Now policy and procedures are the common word which we are using here also and even in EIS also. So policy is representing that concept as such, policy and procedure. So any policy in an organization is basically having two things. One is senior management functions and responsibility, and the second thing is what are the objectives they need to achieve and how their objectives will be achieved. Okay, one time you need to go ahead and then go ahead with it. Okay, no, nothing extraordinary there. The second concept is basically with respect to management. Now in strategic management, the management word, because when you are studying a strategic management, you need to understand two words actually. One is strategic and one is management. Now in management here, they are focusing on two parts. One is management. Management means people, top level management, middle level management and lower level management. And one is managing the things, managing that process, managing the things. Here in strategic management, this is a combination of both. Okay, one, it is a people as well as it is a process. Basically here management word is representing a people as well as a managing a thing. Therefore the definition of management goes like this: management is nothing but influence process. Influence means the process which is influenced by somebody. It is influenced by somebody to make the things happen, to direct the events and people in a particular manner. Even when I'm discussing about this particular point, okay, even it is influence is backed by power, competence, knowledge and resources. Now what is this particular word? Influence is backed by power, competence, knowledge and resources. Is basically it is about top management, lower management, middle management, whatever it is influenced by this. So here management will be focusing on two elements, and I do think you two understood the two element. One is management means the people who are managing the business, and one is okay the process by which the business is managed, and it is a combination of both in strategic management. The next concept comes is a word strategy. Strategy is with. What is the meaning of strategy? Strategy means a long-term or long-range blueprint of organization desired image or direction or destination. Where you need to go ahead, where you need to reach, that is nothing but a strategy. Strategy means a long-range blueprint. Okay, how we'll be going ahead, that is called a concept of strategy. So if we combine with this both word, what does it comes? You understand this first logic. Basically, if you want to understand all the chapters, you want to understand, and I definitely what is my objective in this today's session or in this revision section or this marathon session, my overall objective is to basically make you understand the concept very clearly so that you can crack any of the question, and even this can be used to rectify the answer. Rectify means where you need to remember the answer. Okay, at the end of the day, you need to write the answer. To remember the answer, this is particularly best lecture to understand and remember the answer. So first of all, you understand what is the management. Management, I told you it include two things. One is management means a people, and one is management means a process. And one word is strategy. What is the meaning of strategy? It is a long-term blueprint. It's a long-range blueprint. Now we are combining this word that is called strategic management. Now strategic management means what? Strategic management is basically a process because it is having a word management. It is basically a process which will involve a total 5 things. Okay, it's total 5 things. What are the 5 things which involved? Whenever I say if Amit Tated is having a strategy, it means Amit Tated is having a long-term planning. Amit Tated is having a long-term planning. But if I say Amit Tated is having a strategic management, what does it mean? It means Amit Tated is having a process to manage that strategy. The strategy which I have devised, the strategy which I have planned. Okay, I need to manage that strategy. Means what, sir? Sir, first I will formulate the strategy. Means I will plan the strategy. Second, I will do the analysis. Once my strategy is formulated, I will do the analysis, which is called internal and external analysis, something like that, organization analysis, which is chapter 2 of yours. The third concept is basically most important element whenever we are discussing about strategy, that is called implementing the strategy. Implementing the strategy when we are discussing about this point. And one more element it comes is evaluating and controlling the strategy. So please do understand this point. Okay, sir, do we need to write the answer word by word or some variations are accepted? 100% variations are accepted. Only the thing is that keywords should remain same. Just make sure that you are having the content control over the keywords. Now please understand, come again with me. Okay, that is called strategic management. What is the meaning of strategic management? Strategic management means what? Strategic management. If I say Amit Tated is having a strategy, means what? Amit Tated is having a long-term planning. But if I say Amit Tated is having a strategic management, it means Amit Tated is having a concept of vision. Amit Tated is having a mission. Amit Tated is having an objective. Amit Tated has done the analysis. Amit Tated has set the formulated strategy. Amit Tated has implemented a strategy, and Amit Tated has evaluated the strategy and took the corrective actions. Yani first of all, I will set my vision, where I need to reach. Vision, mission, goals and objectives. That is chapter 3. Second point, most important, वापस बोल रहा हूँ. Once again, I am telling you, please make sure you are control here. First, you understand the strategic management very correctly. And then only we can explain, I can link everything. Okay, so if I say Amit Tated is having strategic management, it means Amit Tated is having vision, mission, goals and objectives. Okay, Amit Tated need to reach where? Amit Tated need to reach where? That is called vision, mission, goals and objectives. Second point, Amit Tated have done the analysis, internal and external. And then point, Amit Tated have formulated the strategy. Strategy banaya hai Amit Tated ne. After that, once formulation is done, after that implementation is done. And last point is evaluation. So 5 steps are always there in strategic management. Whenever I ask you what SM includes, so SM means what? SM is a process. Process means steps which involves total. Process means steps which involves total. How many things? 5 things. First will be, okay, is having a vision, mission, goals and objectives. Second point, Amit Tated has done the analysis. Next point, Amit Tated is formulating the strategy. Next point, Amit Tated is implementing the strategy. And last point is Amit Tated is evaluating the strategy. Are you getting the point? Okay, so whenever I say Amit Tated is having a strategy, it means he is having a planning and other things. But if I say Amit Tated is having a strategic management, just make sure you are clear with this particular point. It means if I say any organization has strategic management, what does it represent? मैं अगर बोलता हूँ ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के पास स्ट्रैटेजिक मैनेजमेंट है, इसका मतलब क्या है? ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के पास 5 चीजें हैं. सर क्या क्या है? इनके पास विजन, मिशन, गोल्स एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव्स है. सेकंड पॉइंट, दे आर डूइंग द एनालिसिस. थर्ड, बेस्ड ऑन एनालिसिस दे आर फॉर्मुलेटिंग स्ट्रैटेजी एंड देन इंप्लीमेंटिंग द स्ट्रैटेजी. एंड लास्ट पॉइंट, इवैल्यूएटिंग स्ट्रैटेजी. भारत माता की जय. एवरीबडी क्लियर मालिक? I do think you understood the strategic management. So we have understood the 2 definitions, 3 definitions as such. One is management policy. Okay, you can ignore it out. Okay, one is management, second is strategy, and third is strategic management. Okay, this is strategic management definition as such we have discussed. Strategic management means, okay, it is a managerial process of developing a strategic vision, setting objectives, crafting a strategy. Crafting means formulating a strategy, implementing and evaluating the strategy, and initiating corrective adjustment or decisions whatever deemed appropriate. So Bharat Mata ki, I do think you understood the strategic management definition as such. Okay, along with this, I do think this is very common answer which you have studied in CA foundation. How should be the strategy? Strategy can be proactive or reactive. What is the meaning of proactive? Proactive means I've took the decision, I've took the plan, I've developed a strategy based on analysis. And one is reactive. I did the analysis, but environment is constantly changing. Environment, please understand, the environment focus on 2 elements. One is internal environment and one is external environment. Internal environment and external environment. The internal environment I can control, external environment I cannot control. External environment is constantly changing. Based on the constant changes of external environment, I need to redefine my strategy. And based on that, I'm modifying my strategy. That is called reactive. I'm reacting the things. And one is proactive, means based on analysis, I decided my strategy. That is called proactive. Yaad rakhna, make it sure. Okay, it's proactive and reactive. Which is the best one? 100% proactive is the best one. Okay, 100%. Both. अगर मैं बोल रहा हूँ, if I'm asking a question in examination, which is best one in both proactive and reactive, the answer is proactive. But if I ask you what is the best one, so you need to understand it should be a blend of proactive and reactive. So make sure whenever case studies comes, you can just refer the question answers of modules as such. You can understand this one. If I ask you which is better, proactive and reactive, the answer will always be proactive. Please make it sure. But if I ask you which is the best strategy, proactive, reactive, or blend, then the answer comes is blend of proactive and reactive. Yani strategy should be partly proactive and partly reactive. I do think you're getting this concept. So proactive means what? Based on environment, I am planning and I am defining my strategy. And what is reactive? Okay, if environment changes, I am modifying my strategy. That is called reactive. Okay, which is the best one? If I ask you proactive, but the best is always a blend of proactive and reactive. Okay, this is something which you need to understand. I do think you are very clear with this point. Okay, now coming back to the concept of strategic management. Strategic management means what? If I say Amit Tated is having a strategic management, what does it comes in mind? Everybody. Okay, you should respond at your end. Okay, I don't require that voice, but you should respond that at your end. What is if I say Amit Tated is having strategic management, it means Amit Tated is having a process. Process involves how many things? It involves 5 things, Malik. I do think everybody is getting the concept. Amit Tated will be having 5 things. What are the 5 things, Malik? Amit Tated is having vision, mission, goals, objectives, analysis, formulation, implementation, and evaluation. Bharat Mata ki jai, Tod Malik. Okay, now what is an objective of strategic management? If I do this 5 steps, I follow this 5 steps, what is my objective? My objective is, Malik, with this 5 steps, I can achieve a competitive advantage. If I follow these 5 steps, please understand, only formulating strategy. मेरे पास खाली strategy है, इसकी वजह से मुझे advantage नहीं मिलेगा, मालिक. Okay, we need to have the strategy, formulate strategy, we need to evaluate strategy, we need to modify the strategy, Malik. And therefore, one concept is called competitive advantage. Now, what is the meaning of competitive advantage? You'll be studying this concept in chapter 2, but let me give you a clear idea. Competitive advantage means, okay, you are having industry के average से ज़्यादा मिलना, that is called competitive advantage. Example, there are five organizations in this industry. And what is an average profit of this industry? Okay, it will be definitely average profit 20%. If I'm getting more than 20%, definitely this will be concept. Okay, I am gaining a competitive advantage. But you need to understand, out of buy, we need to have a highest version, highest one. Average से ज़्यादा मैंने कमाना चाहिए, average से ज़्यादा, that is called competitive advantage. If I am having these 5 steps, I will be having a competitive advantage. And second point, you are already aware that it can guide the company. How it will be guide the company, sir? How it will guide the company? Because it will focus on implementation and evaluation. Evaluating which environment? External environment. And based on external environment, you will be having a reactive strategy. And based on that, you will be changing your objectives. And ultimately, you will be achieving your goals. This is something which you need to understand. Yani, it will be focusing on what are the objective of strategic management. The objective of strategic management is, first, you will be achieving, if I follow these 5 steps, what is an objective? I will be achieving competitive advantage. And second point, it will be helping me or guiding the company to achieve the objectives, to changes in external environment. That is your objective of SM. Okay, it's undoubtedly a basic question to be remembered. Second question is very important. That is called importance or benefits of strategic management. What are the 7 benefits of strategic management, Malik? Okay, the answer is damn easy. But before that, just make sure, okay, you may get a question even on one point of this particular element. Okay, out of this 7 point, what 7 point you are looking on the screen, okay, you may even get a one question on single point also. Okay, first point, sir, with the help of strategic management, okay, what are the benefits of strategic management? If वापस मैं बोल रहा हूँ, just make it clear. When I say Amit Tated is having strategic management, it means Amit Tated is having 5 process. You now imagine from 5 process. अच्छा, Amit Tated is following 5 process. What are the benefits? Now come this point. The benefit is that Amit Tated will be defining goals and mission and objectives. Because that is your second step, Malik. So first point, I will define my strategy, goals, objectives, missions. Second point, strategic management will provide a framework. Framework means what? Steps. It is not saying surprise. You will not know whatever happening. No. It is giving me a framework. What should be done next? What should be done next? What should be done next? So if I am following strategic management, I will be having a framework. Framework matlab steps kind of thing. The third point, okay, please understand, if I follow a strategic management, I will be proactive instead of reactive. Again, I'm telling you, if I'm following strategic management, it doesn't mean that I will not be reactive, because if you focus on last point, evaluating strategy, it means I'm reacting only. But I'll be proactive, more of proactive. So next point, third advantage is proactive. Fourth point, it will prepare organization for the facing a future, and it will act as a pathfinder. So what are the 4 advantage? Basic answer. Okay, easy point. Sabse pehla, it will define goals and objectives. Second point, it will give me a steps, framework. Third point, it will be more of proactive. Fourth point, it will prepare the future, prepare the organization to face the future, Malik. Next point, it will focus, ensure corporate defense mechanism. What is the meaning of corporate defense mechanism? Surprise. You will not be having any surprises, Malik. Mistakes will not happen. If you follow this all 5 steps, mistakes se bach sakte ho aap. Okay, it will also ensure the longevity of business. Okay, your business will go for a long run. Okay, because you are focusing on, you are not only implementing a strategy, Malik, you are also evaluating the strategy and taking a corrective actions. Okay, so longevity of business, and most important, last point, strategic management. Why it is longevity? Because it is focusing on core competency and competitive advantage. It is focusing on core competency and competitive advantage. What is the meaning of core competency, core competency and competitive advantage? Definitely, you will study this more detail in chapter 2. But to the extent, right now I'm just explaining. Core competency means something unique I am having than others. What is something unique? And make sure core competency does not go with an individual. Organization does not run on individual core competency. That is not core competency. Example, if there is an education institute, okay, if Amit Tated is teaching conceptually, 100%, one of the core competency, but education institute will require multiple core competency. A best example, Pizza Hut, okay, or Domino's will be having a core competency because, this core competency can be applied in any market, Malik. You go in Mumbai, you come in Pune, you go in Kerala, you go in Uttarakhand, you go in north side, south side, whatever side. Okay, the taste of Domino's and Pizza Hut will be same now. Why? Because that is core competencies. The same thing can be applied every market. One of the criteria of core competency, you will study this in chapter 2. So core competency means something unique about your organization. And that uniqueness, okay, uniqueness, why people are preferring you, that uniqueness should be applied in other market also. That is called core competency, Malik. Amit Tated cannot be applied in other market. Amit Tated cannot be applied in other market. That will not be core competency. That's exactly you need to focus on crux. Yaad rakhna, make sure, once again I'm telling you, you may get only a single line, a single point where you can get a question. And in that question, you need to write all 7 points and then you need to explain that particular point with respect to that particular content. Okay, so to be very precise, ekdam simple answer, I will close this point. Okay, what are the 7 importance or benefits of SM? First point, goals and objectives. Second point, framework. Third point, proactive. Fourth point, focusing on future, shaping the future. Next point, it is acting a corporate defense mechanism. Next point, it is focusing on longevity of business. And last concept is focusing on core competency and competitive advantage. Just a moment, Malik. I'll just take in Rumal. Core competency and, okay, the competitive advantage. Competitive advantage means what? Everybody, I do think competitive advantage is already clear now. Competitive advantage, you are having, okay, more than average profit than something different. You are getting more profits than other in industry. That's called a concept of competitive advantage. More of core competency and competitive advantage will be coming in chapter 2. Next concept comes is again limitation of SM. Again, this is very important question. Okay, whenever I say important, I may use word sometime that is called LDR, Malik. What is an LDR? LDR means last day revision. Means these questions need to be taken care, utmost care. Utmost care means you ratify this question. Everything should be aware about this question. Now, what are the limitations of SM, Malik? Limitations of SM kya hota hai? Okay, whenever I discuss about the limitation of SM, make sure you understand this particular point of limitation of SM. Every person, okay, limitation of SM. There are 4 limitation of SM. First point, okay, the external environment is complex and turbulent. Turbulent means it is ever changing and that is making it difficult to define the strategy for me. Second point, strategic management is a time consuming process. Please do understand, strategic management is not done by you or me. We require an expert to do the strategic management. And at the same time, if it is a time consuming process, it is also a costly process because again, you require an expert. Expert require a fees. He will not come without fees. Free of cost koi nahi milta Malik strategic management karne ke liye. Okay, so first point, environment is very complex. Second point, okay, strategic management is time consuming process. Third point, strategic management is costly process. And last concept, strategic management, okay, please do understand, do you think strategic management is used only by me or my competitor also? Answer is my competitor also, Malik. Okay, मैं अकेला use करेगा कि strategic management? Okay, what I am learning, he is also learning ना, so he will also decide the strategy ना, and it is a big challenge and it is difficult to clearly estimate the competitive response. Competitive response is a big challenge and this is one of the biggest limitation of SM. Yeah, you also using SM, I also using SM. Okay, then now advantage of SM is that you will be getting a competitive advantage. How man? Okay, so it is a big challenge. This is one of the limitation of SM. So how many limitations of SM are there? Fourth, environment is complex. Second is time consuming. Third is costly. Costly because experts come. Time consuming because experts and we need to decide, do the analysis. We need to do the SWOT analysis, TOWS analysis and something like that. And last point, okay, competitor kya karega? Okay, it is difficult to understand. That's it. These are the 4 limitations of SM. Bharat Mata ki jai. I do think everybody clear, Malik? Okay, so we have understood the SM. So SM we have understood how many questions, Malik? 3 questions. First question of SM was objective SM. Second question was importance of SM. Third is limitations of SM. Okay, that is what you are end with your first point, concept of strategic management. Once that is done, after that the concept comes is strategic levels in organization. Please make it sure you understand clearly, Malik. Strategic level in organization, don't get confused. Strategic level in organization, okay, yaad rakhna, if I ask you, okay, the level of management, if I ask you a level of management, everybody here, if I ask you level of management in organization, your answer, top, middle, lower, perfect, correct, everybody correct. If I ask you level of management, how many level of management are there in organization? How many level of management are there in organization? Your answer will be top level, middle level, lower level. That for sure. But if I ask you what are the strategic levels in organization, the answer is not top, middle, lower. Strategic will be corporate level, business level, and functional level. And let me give you a very clear idea. What is the meaning of corporate level? Okay, business level or something like that. Okay, when I say corporate level, business level, or functional level, corporate level management, business level managers, and functional level manager. What does exactly this particular concept means to you or everyone with me? Okay, so corporate level, business level, functional level. Okay, if I discuss with one example, that is called Tata Group. Tata Group is there. Under Tata Group, okay, under Tata Group there are three companies. One is Tata Motors, one is Tata Steel, one is Tata Steel, and one is your Tata Consultancy Services, TCS. Okay, and in Tata Motors we have, okay, three department. Example, one is production department, one is accounts department, one is HR department. Okay, everybody with here, everybody understand this concept. Okay, now Tata Group is nothing but corporate level management. Tata Group is nothing but corporate level management. Everybody getting this point? Tata Group is nothing but corporate level management. Tata Motor is nothing but business level management, business level managers. And production, accounts, HR, these are called functional level management. Now when I discuss about top, middle, lower, sir, wo kidhar gaye? Top, middle, lower is under this Malik, under this point. Okay, please do understand. Okay, functional level managers. Okay, these we are discussing from a strategic levels in organization. So how many strategic levels in organization are there? Three levels. What are the strategic levels in organization? So there are always three levels in strategic organization. One is corporate level, one is business level, and one is functional level. If I ask you what are the levels of management, if I ask you levels of management level, your answer will be top, middle, lower. Just make it sure you are clear with this criteria. Okay, यहाँ पर top, middle, lower नहीं आएगा. अभी यहाँ पर you can't say like this. यहाँ पर you can't say Tata Group is taken care by top management, Tata Motors is taken. Now here this can be a top management or even this can be a top management, Malik. This both can be a top management. Okay, understand this concept. तो बस ये चीजें clear रखो. Now you will be getting very clarity on the next chapter also, chapter 3 also. Okay, so now the question in our syllabus right now comes very clearly. Now one more point, everybody take care. Okay, whenever I say one more point, that is called author's note. Author's note means what? Author's note means this question can be confused with some other question. Okay, so make sure you are taking care very carefully. मतलब ये सारी चीजें you are understanding very carefully and you are taking a note of it. Now the question comes is role of corporate level manager. Role of corporate level manager means whom? Tata Group head. Tata Group head का role क्या है? तो he will be having total 8 roles. What are the 8 roles? First, he will be developing strategies for whole organization. I am discussing whole organization means Tata Motors, Tata Consultancy and everything. He will be developing a strategy for whole organization, Malik. Second point, he will be setting a mission and goals of organization. Next point, determining what business, are you getting the point? What business it should be? What business? Example, I should be in steel business. I should be in Tata Motors business. I should be in insurance business. What business? They will determine what business are there. Next point, they will allocate the resources. Which business require which resources? Which business require which resources? They will allocate that. They will formulate the strategies. They will implement the strategies. They will provide the leadership in organization for implementing the strategies. And they will provide a link between the people. People means whom? Stakeholders and company, shareholders. They invested the money in the company. So company and stakeholders, इनके बीच में relationship is nothing but a corporate level manager. Please make it sure this is a role of corporate level manager. It means Tata Group का जो head है, उसका role ये है. Tata Group का head है, इसका role ये है. Sir, Tata Group के head का role क्या है? एकदम easy answer है. First point, he will oversee the development of strategies. Second point, mission goals. Mission goals. Third point, what business it should be. Next point, allocating the resources. Next point, formulating strategy, implementing strategy, providing leadership, and next point is focusing a link between stakeholders and people. Atma, clear? Okay, yaad rakhna, this question can be confused with chapter 7. Chapter 7 mein you have a role of leader. Just make sure, Atma, everybody here, it's a role of leader. In chapter 7, you will study role of leader. When I'm going in role of leader, make sure you are not getting confused with role of corporate level manager and role of leader. Role of corporate level manager, one of the role is leadership. One of the role is leadership. And in chapter 7, we will be having a role of this person. Yani that person will be corporate level manager only, but in that one of the profile, that role will come into picture. So make sure this question can be confused with which chapter, Malik? Okay, see, understand, when we are discussing a chapter 1 and chapter 7, you are very clear. Haan, sir, chapter 1 ka question hai, chapter 7 ka hai. In examination paper, okay, you will not be getting a question. Explain this. Student, this question is from chapter 7. Student, this question is from chapter 3. It will not happen like this. Atma, clear? Everybody clear? Atma means soul. My English, thoda English is thoda plus minus hai. but make it sure you understand this one. I do think you are understanding everyone. मेरे ख्याल से clear मालिक. तो role of corporate level manager and one will be role of strategic leader, which will be in chapter 7. Okay, तो भारत माता की जय. Make sure. Okay, just come here. One thing I need to explain from this diagram. Okay, make sure you need to understand. Okay, one minute. Okay, I do think this just I came here. बंद कर देना. This is basically a tab issue is coming. I don't know. This tab, just a moment. Okay. So my question basically everybody is clear. Okay, so I'm just want to explain you one thing, very important thing, and that is nothing but okay, it's like this. Tata Group, you are already aware about Tata Group. Tata Group mein you are already aware about three things: Tata Motor, Tata Steel, Tata Insurance, or Tata Consultancy Services, whatever it may be. And Tata Motors, you will have three things. One is production, one is accounts, and one is HR. Now here, the person who is there, he is a manager, which is called, the person here, he is called corporate level manager. Here, he will be called as business level manager. Here, he will be called as functional level manager. This, all three are functional level manager. Okay, please understand. Sir, TML 3 number TML Tata Motors Limited 3 number level पर होंगे strategic level manager. Yes, Malik Chetna. No worry. Okay, so all three things, all three understand. Please make sure you are not confusing with strategic levels in organization and management in organization. Management in organization is different element. It can combine all these things. Example, this two can become a top management. Okay, even this person can become a top management. Even iske niche the person will be business level, middle management and lower management. Staff will work there. Okay, so you understand this hierarchy very clearly. Example, and just giving an example, and this is what exactly you need to understand. Everybody listen carefully. Yeah? Next 5 minutes you understand, and then we can conclude this particular part. Okay, then we can end this chapter 1. Okay, corporate level means strategy for whole group. Yes, Malik. Okay, Harsh, I am explaining you every aram se. Just look here. Corporate level means Tata Group. Now please understand, you are already having a chapter 4th. I do think chapter 4th you are aware corporate level strategies. Okay, so what are the chapter 4th corporate level strategies are? If you remember, okay, it is nothing but stability, expansion, liquidation or something like that, divestment. Remember, Malik, expansion, diversification and other things. Who will decide this? This will be decided Tata Group. Tata Group will decide. So chapter 4th is about Tata Group. Now Tata Motors will not decide. They want to merge. Tata Motors will not decide. Okay, they want to expand. Okay, this will be decided by Tata Group. Tata Motors then what will decide? They will decide what chapter 5 will explain to them. Now chapter 5, if you are aware about chapter 5, they will focus on cost leader, becoming a cost leader. Okay, having a differentiation strategy or having a focus strategy. Okay, cost leader, differentiation, focus. And functional level, okay, is basically all three department will also having their independent strategy, Malik. And that is nothing but chapter 6. Okay, so yaad rakhiye, please understand. If I ask you who formulated the strategy, make sure you all three levels are formulating strategy. Who formulated strategy? Malik. Malik, who formulated the strategy? All three levels are formulating strategy. Who formulated strategy? Malik. All three levels are formulating strategy. Everybody clear? Okay, so all three levels are formulating strategy. Make sure you understand this. Don't get confused with this answer, because this is something which is always happen. This is something which is always happen. Okay, that many times students get confused. Sir, role of corporate level manager. There is called a concept of formulating strategy. Yes, Malik. Okay, even corporate level manager formulate the strategy. But he is not the only person to formulate the strategy. Sir, corporate level manager will formulate a strategy. Which strategies he will formulate? He will formulate expansion. He will formulate stability. He will formulate a focusing on diversification. He may focus on divestment. He may focus on liquidation. He may focus on turnaround. Okay, but he is not the only person. So make sure MCQ aata hai. Who will formulate the strategy? Okay, make sure all three managements, all three levels, all strategic levels will formulate a strategy. Okay, so nevertheless, I do think you understood at least this criteria. ये समझ में आया क्या? Chapter 4, Chapter 5, Chapter 6. How Chapter 4, Chapter 5, Chapter 6 goes on. Chapter 5 is all about whenever you are in Chapter 4. Okay, so remember remember Tata Group, okay, Tata Group, Tata chairman, Tata Group ka chairman. Okay, whenever I discuss about chapter 5, you remember with Tata Motors, we'll discuss about motors, Tata Jaguar, Tata Nano, and whenever we are going on this functional study, you need to remember with respect to production, accounts, and HR, Malik. Everybody clear? Okay, so I do think you understood the structure. Okay, it's completing the particular part, and this becomes the last question. And again, this is an LDR. Okay, this need to read once again. Okay, what are the strategic management used in government and non-profit organization? Now, what is meaning of strategic management? I do think you are already clear now. Strategic, if I say you strategic management means what Amit Tated is having strategic management, it means Amit Tated is having 5 steps. Now, these 5 steps, can it be used in non-profit organization or even in government organization? Answer is yes. Okay, so they have given a 3 example. Make sure you understand 3 example. One is educational institution, one is medical institution, and one is government agencies and department. Okay, just read this answer ekdam aaram se. Okay, aaram se. Educational institution. What is meaning of educational institution? Universities. Nowadays, universities. Example, even a Sikasa is focusing on competitive way. Okay, they are also using a strategic management. This is what today's lecture is nothing but a strategy. Okay, to compete in this particular competitive environment. Okay, all educational institution is going with a concept. I do think you are already aware. Okay, sitting all together, sitting somewhere. Okay, and they are achieving a degree. Okay, you are not required to go to college to have a degree. That is also concept which is available for educational institutions. Next point, medical organization. Nowadays, everything can be done sitting at home. You call for a blood test, you do anything, any element, everything is at a sitting at home. Even if you get an admission in hospital, you are not required to go somewhere else to test the blood. Okay, even ambulance is integrated with respect to hospital. This is something which they are using a strategic management. So what they have explained here is basically whether this organization using strategic management or not. Answer is yes, they are using strategic management. The only thing is how they are using strategic management is explained in this paragraph. And last concept is government agencies are using strategic management. Answer is yes, public sector unit, government organization, they are using strategic management. The problem is flexibility with respect to this point. Any example, some political party comes in, okay, they have set the vision. Now some other political party comes in, okay, they want to change the strategy. Now this become a matter of public debate. Because what happened now, example, nowadays you have seen many times the new political party comes, they have their own vision, and this brings a problem with the existing strategies, whatever already done. Example, some metro work is going on and it is halted, and now some other work is going on. This is one of the biggest challenge. So they are saying strategic management is done by government organization also, but strategic issues get discussed and debated in media. Issues become political discussions, resulting in fewer strategic choice alternatives. Yani in government organization, strategic choice alternatives are very few. Okay, they can't. Okay, now suppose some new government comes in, they can't change completely in the organization, Malik. They can't change everything in the organization, Malik. Everybody clear, Malik? Okay. So, sir, this is what a concept you need to understand with respect to chapter 1. मेरे ख्याल से chapter 1. Okay, but beside chapter 1, I explained many other concepts also together to understand every element. Okay. Okay, the management is a pervasive. Okay, strategic management is also a pervasive. Answer is yes, it is covering every element. It is not covering only one concept. It is pervasive. It is covering all elements, Malik. So, मेरे ख्याल से chapter 1 is clear, Malik. Okay, so chapter 1, I told you these are the LDR questions. Okay, strategic management के benefits are LDR. Okay, the limitations are LDR. Okay, the role of corporate level management is LDR. Okay, this strategic management to be done in government is basically read once and ignore. Okay, sir, can we get a question in chapter 1? Answer is yes, you can get a question, one question or 2 questions depending on scenario, even an MCQ and other things. Malik, everybody clear? Okay, I do think pakka clear hai? Okay, yes, Malik, I will upload a video on YouTube channel. Okay, I will also upload a video on YouTube channel. But nevertheless, I do think everybody clear with this point. Okay, now the second chapter which we should go ahead is with respect to your chapter 3. Okay, so chapter 2 will take after chapter 4 and 5, because let's decide a strategy, then only we can do the analysis, because chapter 2 is all about analysis, dynamics of competitive strategy, but we need to understand something before understanding chapter 2, Malik. So let's discuss with respect to your chapter 3 first. Chapter 3 ke baad we'll focus on chapter 5, 4 and 5, and then we'll come back to chapter 2, and then chapter 6, 7 and 8, we can go in any sequence. Okay, so let's start with your chapter 3, strategic management process. Now, please understand, chapter 3 is all about strategic management, what we discuss. Okay, whenever I say strategic management means how many points? 5 points, and you need to remember these 5 points logically. Okay, so the first concept comes is strategic planning. Okay, so now strategic planning. Now, what is the strategic planning? It is basically having 3 things, Malik. Whenever we do the strategic planning, please understand, strategic planning, I'm saying, it is not a strategic management, it is strategic planning. One of the part of strategic management is strategic planning. So in strategic planning, I will determine the objectives of the firm. Okay, what are the resources required to attain these objectives, and policy, okay, for using these resources or disposal of resources. Yani example, what are the objectives of your firm? First point, set objectives. Objectives, what are the objectives? What is the meaning of planning? Objective set करना. Second point, objectives के लिए what are the resources required for achieving this objective? We'll focus on that, and how these resources will be used, disposed, okay, or acquire, policy on that. So whenever I say strategic planning, you need to understand three words. One is objective, one is resources, and one is policy to use the resources. So 3 points will be there. तो strategic planning जब भी word आता है तो 3 चीजें याद रखिए: objective, resources, policy. Policy to use the resources, to use, acquire the resources, use the resources, dispose the resources. Okay, the example, right now we are having a computer, we are having a camera and other things. These are the resources. Okay, so whenever we are discussing about strategic planning, this is the concept. Along with strategic planning, okay, one concept is called dealing with uncertainty. Okay, whenever we are doing the planning, is this planning is certain or uncertain? It is uncertain, Malik. It is not a certain. So here, how to deal with uncertainty? We have two approaches. One is called cluster approach and one is scenario analysis. Now, what is this cluster or theme approach? Cluster and theme approach or scenario analysis. Now, whenever you study the masala means whenever you study your main book, you will come to know. But the answer is very conceptually very easy. When I say cluster approach or theme approach, cluster means what? Okay, whenever uncertainty comes, I will plan it separately. Whenever uncertainty comes, I will plan it separately. Whenever uncertainty comes, I will plan it separately. यानी जब भी uncertainty आएगी, मैं उसको बाजू में रख दूंगा. Uncertainty आई, okay, keeping aside. Uncertainty comes, keeping aside. Uncertainty comes, keeping aside. Now, okay, after a point or after a while, after 1 month or 2 months, I will check this uncertainty and I will group into a cluster. Cluster means grouping. Okay, group A, group B, group C, and based on priority, I will deal with that uncertainty. That is called cluster approach. And one concept is called scenario analysis. Scenario analysis means uncertainty aaya, I need to handle immediately. Then only, okay, there is no concept of grouping it. There is no concept of keeping aside. Let understand a simple example I am discussing. Let understand, I am taking right now a lecture. Okay, I am taking a lecture, strategic management lecture, and institute updated some RTPs, institute updated mock test. What I will do? RTP uncertain na, because this is a new thing which I have come from environment. Okay, so what I will do, I will keep RTP aside, I will keep MTP aside. First, I will complete all lectures. Once lecture is done, then I will decide what is the priority. RTP is priority, suggested answers are priority, or previous years papers are priority, or MCQ is priority. Based on priority, I will handle and I will close that one. That is called cluster approach. I do think you are getting the concept. Now, I am having a lecture. Now, understand, institute did the amendment in this chapter 3. They brought some new question in chapter 3. Now tell me, okay, the amendment in the content, do you think should I cover separately or during the lecture itself? During the lecture, that is called scenario analysis. As and when uncertainty comes, handle it quickly. That is called scenario analysis. The thing, so scenario and cluster, I do think you understood both the point. So how you will deal with uncertainty, Malik? I understood, Malik. Pakka samjha? Understood? Cluster and scenario. In cluster, what we do, uncertainty aata hai, we keep it aside and we group, and based on grouping, we'll deal with it. And scenario, okay, as and when uncertainty comes, and I will deal with it. Okay, that's it. Okay, that is called a dealing ka concept. Bharat Mata ki jai. Everybody clear, Malik? Okay, that is called a dealing with uncertainty. After dealing with uncertainty, impact of uncertainty, I do think you are already aware about the impact of uncertainty. Whenever uncertainty things come, it will have an impact on trends or events. Okay, it will always convert into trends and events. Example, okay, so nowadays you are already aware with this word which is very common, that is called trend. Okay, you go on social media, every time there is trend going on. Okay, so whichever. Okay, right now, earlier the trend was kacha badam, mera kacha badam. Okay, now the earlier trend just before a few days back before kala chashma. You are aware about this trend. This is something called trend. Now one person recorded this video. Okay, one person recorded this video. This is not trend. This was event. Whenever something happens, 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, this is called event. But everybody start following, that becomes a trend. So whenever uncertain things happen, so it will either it will be an event or trend. You need to understand, and based on event and trend, you need to decide your strategic point. This is something which is called strategic planning. So here our strategic planning concept covers. So strategic planning, first point, you need to understand what is the planning. Strategic planning involves 3 things. One is objective, second point is resources, and third is policy to achieve these resources. Bharat Mata ki jai. Everybody clear, Malik? Next point comes is strategic decision making. What is the strategic decision making, Malik? Strategic decision making is very conceptual point. Decision. When decision making is required, when you have options. Now please understand strategic decision making. Okay, strategic decision making. Look at the screen or your notes. Okay, is definition: business, product, market, functions, and policies. 5 चीजों में decision लेना है. Okay, that is called strategic decision making. Okay, yani which business I should be, which product I will be dealing, which market I will be serving, which functions I will be having, which major policy will be there. 5 things will be there. If in 5 things I am evaluating my decision, I am selecting one of the option. Example, which business I should be? I should be in teaching business, I should be in library business. I selected teaching business. That is nothing but strategic decision making. In teaching business, which product I should be? I should be CA inter or CA final. I selected CA inter. Product, okay, market, Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad, Indore, Nasik, okay, or Kerala. Okay, market to be selected. Functions, okay, I'll be having a marketing function, I'll be having a sales function, I'll be having a production function. That is nothing but function to be served. And policies. Yani in short, please everybody be clear, everybody listen carefully. It means, okay, this particular decision making is done by whom? Corporate level as well as business level. Okay, how corporate level? Business who will decide? Corporate level. Product who will decide? Corporate level. Market, it may be a business level or product corporate level. Functions. We should have a production, we should have a HR, we should have a, who will decide? Tata Motor will decide whether they should have a production, whether they should have a HR or something. The function will be decided by whom? Business level. Okay, policy will be decided by whom? Business level. Malik, understood? So this particular thing will be taken care by this 2 point, and this is nothing but by top management. Atma, clear, Malik? Okay, so yaad rakhna. Okay, strategic decision making. Remember the 5 keywords. Okay, business, functions, business. Okay, products, market, functions, and policies. Okay, and evaluating a decision out of this all five is nothing but called strategic decision making. So now the question comes: what are the dimension of strategic decisions? So dimension of strategic decision is nothing but, okay, top management involvement is required. Top management word is here. Top management. It is not using the word corporate level or business level because both are top management. So top management commitment is required. Top management involvement is required. Second point, it requires an organization resources. Resources are required. Because which business we require resources, which product we require resources, which market we require resources. If I am coming in other market, if example I am coming in Kerala market, I require resources. Functions, I require an HR, I require accounts. Okay, the other things, that is nothing but a resources. That is called organization resources. Malik, Atma, clear hai? Okay, most important, this decision is related to external environment, not internal environment. Okay, most important, it will be having an impact on long term because this is nothing but done by top management. Okay, it will be focusing on day to day or future oriented strategic decision making. I am not discussing a decision making, I am discussing a strategic decision making. So strategic decision making will, what are the dimension? Dimension means areas. First, it will be having a top management involvement. Second, it will be focusing on resources allocation. Third, it will be focusing on external environment. Fourth, it will be focusing on long term. Fifth, it will be focusing on future oriented. And along with this point, it will be a multifunctional or multi-business. Did you understood this word? Multifunctional or multi-business consequence. Multi-business means, okay, yani corporate level deciding is multi-business. Okay, and business level is deciding multifunctional. HR, accounts, multifunctional. Okay, Tata Motors, Tata Consultancy is nothing but multi-business. That's it. So how many dimensions of strategic decisions are there? I do think 6 points everybody clear. So Bharat Mata ki jai, this is something which you can do it very easily. So strategic, those 2 things we have completed. One is strategic planning and one is strategic decision making. Now we are discussing about strategic intent. Now strategic intent means what? Intention. Strategic intent can be understood a philosophical base of SM. Now my question is, what is SM? SM means what? Strategic management. If I say Amit Tated is having a strategic management, what does it mean? What does it mean, Malik? What does it mean? It means Amit Tated is having a 5 steps. Remembered? Okay, so 5 steps में से 3 steps क्या है? Main 3 steps क्या है? Formulating, implementing, evaluating. Now this is main 3 steps. We formulate a strategy, we implement, and we evaluate. So what is the strategic intent? Intent is a philosophical base of this strategic management. Yani for this formulating, implementing, and evaluating, okay, whatever we are doing is nothing but our intent. So intent will be nothing but vision. Intent will be nothing but mission. It will be nothing but business definition. It will be nothing but business model and goals and objectives. Let's discuss this particular clearly now and make sure you are understanding right now only because the next concept are about vision, mission, goals, and objectives and other things. So let it be clear and ekdam aaram se samajh lo and close it out very clearly now. Okay, now when I say vision, Amit Tated ka vision kya hai ya tumhara vision kya hai? Now if I ask you what is your vision, don't tell me to become a CA is your vision. No, to become a CA is not your vision. Okay, after becoming a CA, what you will do? Okay, after becoming a CA, I will do a practice. After becoming a CA, I will be doing in teaching. After becoming a CA, I will become a CEO of a company. Now this is called a vision. This is called a vision. A company, I want to make a profit. It is not a vision. It is not a vision. I want to become a top 10. That is called a vision. I want to become a top 5. That is called a vision. Okay, in 10 years, I will become like this. This is called a vision. Okay, sir, second point, most important. Okay, to become a CA is your goals. Okay, goals. And to clear a CA inter is nothing but your objective. So goals and objective is nothing but a short term and long term concept. Okay, if I say goals, it is nothing but a long term concept. If I say your objective, it is nothing but a short term concept. Example, you will set right now your objective for November 22 is basically, okay, to clear a CA intermediate examination. That is nothing but your objective. Once you clear this objective, you set your next objective, that is articleship. After articleship, you will be giving in a final. Okay, that is your next objective. And once these objectives are clear, ultimately goal is clear. Okay, so make it sure you understand goals and objectives. What is the difference between goals and objectives? Goals and objectives are differences. Goal is long term and objectives are short term. But okay, many of them they don't distinguish, okay, as is long term and short term, and everybody thinks goals and objectives are similar. This is what written in your module. Module में ये लिखा हुआ है कि goals are long term and objectives are short term. But many strategies they don't divide these goals and objectives as long term and short term. Atma. But to the extent I didn't make you understood, okay, what is the goals and objectives? And sir, what is the mission? What you are doing right now? You are sitting from 8:30 till 12 o'clock. You will be sitting for this lecture. Okay, that is 11:30, but it will not be completed on 11:30. 12 o'clock हो जाएगा, 12 12:30. It's okay ना मालिक? Okay, you can sit ना. Okay, तुम बैठोगे तो that will be a motivation for me. Okay, if you are there, then it will be motivation. Otherwise, it will nothing to do that point. Okay, so bhai, we need to close this particular point in next 3-4 hours. That's it, Malik. Okay, everything we should be aware, Malik. Okay, so Malik, now this what is this exactly? You are telling yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. What is this? This is mission. You are on mission. Right now your mission, today's mission, this is mission. Please understand. Mission is not CA inter clear होना. Mission, everyday targets you are setting, that is called mission. तो विजन, ओके, सीए होने के बाद क्या करना, ओके, गोल्स, सीए बनना, ओके, ऑब्जेक्टिव, योर इंटरमीडिएट क्लियर, एंड राइट नाउ व्हाट यू आर डूइंग सिटिंग फॉर 12 hours, 15 hours, 18 hours, दिस इज नथिंग बट मिशन. यू आर ऑन ए मिशन मालिक, यू आर ऑन ए मिशन, एंड मिशन इज बेसिकली टू अचीव द ऑब्जेक्टिव. आत्मा क्लियर? तो व्हाट इज द करंट इज नथिंग बट मिशन. व्हाट नीड टू बी अचीव्ड आफ्टर 10 years, that is called vision. To achieve vision, we need to set goals, and to achieve the goals, we need to set objectives. This is how the structure comes from: vision, mission, goals, and objectives. Bharat Mata ki jai. I do think understood, Malik? Okay, so strategic intent will be having what? A strategic intent. So strategic intent, so logically agar main bolu, if I say a company want to become a top 10 company, this is nothing but vision. To become a top 10 company, I need to earn 10,000 crore. Okay, 10,000 crore is nothing but my goals. To achieve 10,000 crore in 10 years, in current year I need to achieve at least 500 crore. This is nothing but my objective. Okay, to achieve 500 crore on daily basis, we are meeting 100 people. Okay, that is nothing but our mission. Bharat Mata ki jai. I do think everybody understood this example. Now we can go ahead with respect to this point. Okay, so elements of strategic intent. Strategic intent means what? This is intention. Your vision is intention, your goals is intention, your objective is intention, your mission is intention. So what are the elements of strategic intent? LDR question is there, Malik. LDR question है, Atma LDR question है. Okay, vision is your intention. Okay, intention, elements part of intention. Okay, mission is your part of intention. Goals and objectives is part of intention. Now two things come into picture. One is business definition and one is business model. Now please understand what is the business definition. Which business you are? I'm into teaching business. What business definition? That is called business definition. And on what basis I am planning my business? That is nothing but business model. Please understand which business you are. That is called business definition. What you are doing today is mission, Malik. What you are doing today is called mission. Okay, but in which business you are, that is called business definition. Which business you want to be, which area you want to be, that is called vision. Okay, and business model is basically in which business you are. Based on that business, okay, how you prepare your strategy is another thing. That is called business model. Example, I announce the batches. Okay, when I announce the batches, okay, my EISSM batches or audit batches, when I announce this all batches, I announce these batches in month of December or January because some competitor is announcing the batches near the same time. This is called a concept of, okay, business model. Understood, Malik? So business definition and business model. Difference समझ में आया, Malik? Business definition, what is my business, and business model, okay, on what basis I am defining my business. Okay, so on what basis I will be taking a decision about business. That's it. Okay, so what are the elements of strategic intent, Malik? 5 elements of strategic intent are there: vision, mission, goals, and objectives. Okay, and business definition and business model. Okay, it's very easy answer: vision, mission, goals, and objectives, business definition, and business model. Okay, now vision, mission, goals, and objectives. Don't remember different definition for different point. Remember only one definition, which is going on the screen. Okay, and write this definition here only as a masala. Don't remember a different masala for different answer as such. I do think you are getting the concept as such. Okay, so strategic intent is over. So we have completed strategic planning for chapter 3. We have completed strategic decision making for chapter 3. We have completed strategic, okay, the intent for chapter 3. Now we are discussing vision, mission, goals, and objectives. That is what your part. And last point is strategic management. We have completed that one. Okay, it's coming on the point of vision. First point is strategic vision. Now please understand vision means what? Okay, a roadmap of the company's future. Okay, what technology we need to be, what customer we need to be, what a geographic area we need to be, what markets we need to be, what capabilities we need to develop, capabilities, core competency, what we need to to develop, what kind of company I need to create, that is called a vision. Okay, and there are three elements of strategic vision. When I say elements matlab parts. Okay, there are three parts of strategic vision. Okay, vision is incomplete without mission. Okay, mission is incomplete without the objectives and goals, and this need to be in exciting terms. Exciting terms होना चाहिए तो मजा आएगा मालिक. आज मैंने क्या बोला भाई, 12 बजे तक 12:30 बजे तक अपने को तोड़ करना है. We need to complete it out. This is nothing but exciting terms. Yes man, we need to complete it out. We need to complete it out. That is exciting. Okay, ऐसा point है, not sitting only for a time, but we need to complete it. That is called exciting. So there they say elements of strategic vision are total 3 points. One is it should have a mission statement. Second point, it should have a long-term goals, यानी goals and objectives. And these goals and objectives should be always into exciting terms. मजा आना चाहिए यार, तो मजा आता है कुछ करने में. And that is your 3 elements of strategic vision. Okay, but while preparing a vision statement, that I need to be a top 10 company, I need to be a top 1 company in this India, okay, who will be dealing with healthcare products and other things, or who will be dealing with okay, taking care of nature and other things. Okay, now this is called essentials of strategic vision. Yani the person who is developing a vision, what are the essentials he need to keep in mind? First point, he should think creatively, because vision cannot be copied. याद रखना, vision, मेरा vision and your vision cannot be same, Malik. Okay, see, understand, they can be criteria can be same, but it should not be copied as such. So therefore, the person who is creating a vision should be a creative person. Second point, he should have an intelligent entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship should be there. Most important, it should bring enthusiasm. Yes. Yaad rakhna, there are difference in word which is called enthusiasm, and one is motivation. Motivation is basically a short-term concept. Okay, and enthusiasm matlab long-term chalega. Enthusiasm, vision should bring enthusiasm. Vision should bring enthusiasm. Okay, yaad rakhna, who will bring motivation? Motivation will be mission. Right now you are on mission of till 3 hours you are on a mission of completing SM syllabus. This is mission. This is motivating. This is not enthusiasm. This is motivating, Malik. But vision should be enthusiasm. अरे भाई CEO होने के बाद माँ कसम साला अपन ऐसा करेंगे वैसा करेंगे. That is what you need to understand. MCQ में make it clear. So if I say okay, enthusiasm, it is linked with vision, and if I say motivation, it is linked with mission. आत्मा clear है? Okay. And last concept, the best worded vision, it should be illuminate the direction for the company. Okay. So 4 essentials of vision. First point, it should be a creative person who is thinking for it. Second point, it should have a entrepreneurship. Third point, it should bring enthusiasm, and last point, it should give a direction. Enthusiasm matlab long term, Malik, long term. Okay, motivation is a short term concept. After watching any movie, okay, South India movie, my favorite movies are South India movies. I am telling you, Bahubali and other things, many movies I have watched. Okay, Drishyam and other things, every South Indian movies I have watched. Okay, so after watching a movie, it comes like this. Yes man, I will be this. Yes man. Okay, but after 2-3 hours, I come to know this is Amit Tated only. Okay, let's focus on this. Now, this is not enthusiasm. This is called motivation, Malik. Are you getting the point? This is motivation. After watching every movie, it is motivation. Okay, Malam, after watching a movie, you have 2-3 hours. In 2-3 hours, you always think like you are hero or heroine. You are hitting somebody, and after that, after 2-3 hours, you come to know, bhai, apna EISSM is not getting completed. What I will hit, man? Okay, I do think Bharat Mata ki jai, you are getting the concept. Huh? Okay, so make sure you need to understand. Okay, at this point, so enthusiasm, it should be a long-term concept. Okay, this is something with respect to your vision. Okay, now coming on concept of mission. Mission, what is a mission? But before that, okay, I do think everybody clear. Okay, if I say vision, which word is there? Motivation or enthusiasm? Enthusiasm. And if I say mission, the word is motivation. Okay, make sure MCQ, Malik. Okay, so now we are going on the mission concept. Now what is mission? Mission means what?Mission means, okay, who we are and what we do. हम कौन है और क्या कर रहे हैं? Okay, don't ask literally this question. Huh? Okay, who we are. Who we are. Oh, bhai, I am Amit Tated. Okay, so Abhita says session is superb. Thanks Abhita. Okay, this is motivating for me now. Okay, that's what give it back. Basically, I'm exhausted a complete day. After exhaust, matlab, I'm doing up down from Mumbai and Pune due to some point, and after that up down, okay, I'm standing and recording, and tomorrow morning again I'll be back to Pune, traveling to Pune, and I'll be having lectures in Pune and coming back, and this is what happening with my life right now. So Tod Malik, okay, so thanks a lot, thanks a lot, and this is something which if you are getting motivated, it's a benefit for me, man. This is something which is motivating for me, man. Thanks a lot, man. Okay, so Bharat Mata ki jai. Mission. What mission means? What? Who we are, and what we do. That is called mission, Malik. Mission. Why organization should have a mission? Why organization should have a mission? Why we should have a mission? Reason is simple. The mission statement is required for total 7 points. First point, it is basically focusing on purpose, uniformity. Everybody right now, everyone sitting in the lecture. Right now, everyone is sitting in lecture. Okay, should have same mission, purpose, same purpose. Nobody should have a different purpose. That is called a concept of unanimity of purpose. Uniformity, unanimity of purpose. Everybody will be having the same purpose. Second point, it is the basis on allocating resources. Okay, because based on mission, I will tell you. Example, right now I will tell you, this is an LDR question. It means it is important. Focus more. Okay, the other question is not LDR. Now, this is something which you need to understand. Allocating resources, where you will put the time. Third point, it is the basis of, we have discussed this point, Malik, motivating. Okay, but vision was enthusiasm. Next point, it is a general tone for organization or organization climate. Everybody will be having the same climate. Superb energy, sir, superb energy. Everybody should have this particular energy, Malik. Okay, that is nothing but a general tone, organization climate. Everybody will be having this concept. Next point, it will be focusing on focal point. Focal point, yani everybody is having one target only. Nobody is having different or separate targets as such. Now, mission statement is translation of goals and objectives. I told you, first I will set vision. After that, I will set goals. I will set objectives. And then mission. So, mission is basically vision translation into goals and objectives. Atma clear hai. Okay, everybody, I do think everybody clear. Okay, so what is a mission? Mission is nothing but vision is translated into goals and objectives. Translation. And last point, when I translate in goals and objectives, it is definitely in the particular point. Yani example in terms of, okay, example, vision. I want to be a top 1 company or top 3 company. Now top 3 company मैं समझ गया. But top 3 आने के लिए you need a figures ना Malik. Okay, without figures, you cannot be a top 3 companies. Na? Okay, now that is what exactly there 6 and 7 point says. 6 point says it is a translation of goals and objectives. Okay, goals and objectives into work structure, what need to be achieved. And it is basically focusing on organizational purpose and translation of this purpose into goals. Yani example, performance measurement. This 7th point, you can mention this word, performance measurement. Yani example, okay, if I need to achieve 1,000 crore, 100 crore after 10 years mein. So in 1 year, I need to achieve 10 CR. Okay, now 10 CR will not be directly for 1 year. It will be divided into 1 month. Okay, example 1 CR 1 month. Now this is something which you need to understand. This is something which is done in 7. 6 is basically converting vision into goals. Okay, 100 crore into 10 crore and 10 crore into monthly 1 crore or daily something. That is nothing called last point, specifying the organization purpose and restructuring that one. Example, suppose in 1 year they told 10 crore need to be achieved. Suppose I achieved their 5 crore in this year. Don't you think this can be adjusted in next year? This is your last point, Malik. This is what exactly last point says. Performance measurement, and based on that we can redefine our goals and objectives, Malik. That's it. Okay, this is something which you need to understand with a mission. This is an LDR question to be focused on, Malik. Okay, LDR के बाद आता है next question, that is called important points which are useful while writing a mission for a company. If I'm writing a mission for a company, याद रखना mission should be unique, it should be unique. Yes, we need to do it. That is a unique point. Okay, so याद रखना, one of the roles of mission, it should be giving a special identity of the company. Second, which customer group it is targeting, it should be focusing clearly. So what is the customer group? Okay, what are the technologies which you are using, which are core competency which are focusing, that should be focused. Okay, good mission statement are unique for the organization. Okay, and the mission company should not to make a profit. मैं वापस बोल रहा हूँ, याद रखना, कंपनी का ऑब्जेक्टिव इज टू मेक ए प्रॉफिट, बट मिशन में वी शुड नॉट राइट द प्रॉफिट राइट नाउ. ओके, आवर ऑब्जेक्टिव इज टू बिकम ए सीए, आवर ऑब्जेक्टिव इज टू अर्न द प्रॉफिट्स आल्सो. ओके, एवरीबडी इज फोकसिंग ऑन प्रॉफिट ओनली. एनीबडी ओके हु इज बिकमिंग ए सीए एंड स्टार्टिंग ए सेक्शन 8 कंपनी? नो ना मालिक, एवरीबडी इज डूइंग फॉर प्रॉफिट ओनली. बट राइट नाउ इन मिशन वी आर नॉट सेइंग अरे भाई यू विल बी अर्निंग करोड़. नहीं भाई, यू नीड टू अचीव, यू विल बिकम ए सीए, यू विल बिकम ए सीए. सो इट शुड बी नॉट, मतलब मिशन स्टेटमेंट शुड नॉट बी कमेंट ऑन प्रॉफिट. मैं वापस बोल रहा हूँ, प्रॉफिट इज अ ऑब्जेक्टिव, but it should not be in mission will be looking as cheap. Okay, so therefore you need to understand, so mission should be unique from others. Yes Malik, mission should be unique from others. Mission vision, this all should be unique from others, then only it will be having an the uniqueness. Example, every person will be taken care of, every student should be appreciated. In my point, everything need to be taken care. Mission I am discussing mission. Every single what do we say, customer service support, I need to handle every single customer service support. Other person will not be taking care of customer service support. I need to be something unique. If I am unique, then only you will come to me, na? Okay, why you will come to me? Help me, Harsh. Okay, if you are, everybody is into same scenario, will you come to me? No. Okay, I should be having a unique mission, then only you will be coming to me. And that is what I've taught my staff. That is what I'm teaching myself. Okay, so if you are on my Telegram channel, I will be always handling all concept, all requests and other things. That's it. This is what exactly happens. So yaad rakhiye, mission statement should be unique. Okay, and one of the example of mission statement, if you want mission statement, example of mission statement, that we need to appreciate all people. Okay, it doesn't matter, it doesn't make a difference based on the caste, caste, it doesn't make a difference based on the money power, it doesn't make a difference on based on politician or non-politician. Okay, we appreciate everyone. This is nothing but one of the mission statement for me. Every customer will be appreciated. Okay, it doesn't make a difference in customer is coming from where or not. Okay, if you are my online customer, if you are my offline customer, if you are my YouTube customer, okay, I will be ensuring that every customer is treated in same scenario. That is called my mission ka point. Okay, sir, 7th point, why mission is not point of why mission, okay, is not clear. 7th point, why mission is not clear. Malik, yaad rakhiye, 6th and 7th point, I am just making it very clearly again. 6th point is basically translating objectives goals into work structure. Means I am telling after 10 years I need to achieve 100 crore. So in current year I need to achieve 10 crore. Are you getting the point? Now then they say to specify organization purpose and translation of the purpose into goals. Means now 10 crore I need to achieve in 1 year. But in this current year I didn't achieve 10 crore, I achieved only 5 crore. Now tell me next year objective will be, usually my objective was next year was 10 crore only na, but because of this adjustment next year objective will become now 15 crore. Are you getting the point? This is something which is the next point. Okay, that is what I explained you. Okay, 4th, 6th and 7th point, don't get confused. 6th point is basically, okay, the goals and objectives will be converted into work structure, and 7th point is basically once you achieve the goal you need to restructure the goal based on your performance. Okay, so Bharat Mata ki jai. I do think mission, everybody clear, Malik? And the last question is basically difference between vision and mission, and I do think the answer is very clear. Vision focus on future, mission focus on ongoing. Right now what you are doing is mission. Okay, what you will do in future, that is called vision. Vision, okay, can galvanize the people. Okay, galvanize matlab visualize, make people visualize the objectives. They will make you understand what are the objectives. A mission is a path to realize the objectives. Okay, it's galvanized to make you look, अरे भाई सीए बनने के बाद देख तू क्या इज्जत रहेगा तेरा, तू तोड़ बनेगा, मार्केट में पूछेगा पब्लिक. That is called galvanize. Vision is galvanizing. But to achieve that galvanize, whatever I am doing right now is nothing but path to achieve that vision. Okay, and vision statement should focus on broader goal, and mission statement should be more specific. Okay, the example, I need to be a top 10 company, I need to be top 3, that is called vision. Okay, to become a top 3 right now what I am giving is nothing but mission. So Bharat Mata ki jai. I do think everybody clear difference between vision and mission. Nothing to do with LDR. Okay, but this is a particular concept. That's it. Okay, once that is done, after that comes this concept of goals and objectives. Let it be clear. Goals are open-ended attributes and objectives are close-ended attributes with precise and specific terms. Okay, let me give you a clear idea and understand this very clearly. Okay, take 5 minutes for this. Okay, then understand and close this, because once this 5 minutes is over, this chapter is over. Okay, please understand, when I say goals and objectives, goals are long term and objectives are short term. But what is the difference between goals and objectives? Goals are open-ended statement, objectives are close-ended statement. Example, I want to earn 10 crore. Okay, if I say like this only, now this is goals because it is open-ended. 10 crore in how many years? 10 crore when? Okay, this is goal. If I say I want to earn profit in next 1 year, I want to earn profit in next 1 year, this is also goal because this is open-ended. How much profit you need to earn? Okay, so you need to earn 1 rupee, you need to earn 1 crore, whatever. But if I say I need to earn profit 10 crore in next 1 year, now this is called objectives. I do think everybody clear. You want to clear CA inter, this is called your goal. You want to clear a CA, that is your goal. Okay, but okay, and I need to clear CA inter in November 22. Now this is your objective. So objective should be, okay, the time and that particular task, okay, both should be clear. That is what it is called close-ended. I do think everybody clear with close-ended, Malik? Okay, so specific hona chahiye, okay, controllable hona chahiye, that's it. Okay, I do think logic samjha, Malik? Open-ended and close-ended. But I told you, okay, here, because this is a summary notes, okay, I have not written the concept here, but you can, once you go through a module or any textbook, you'll come to know here, okay, they have explained that goals and objectives are same, almost same. Nobody, it is different based on this open-ended and close-ended, but actually many strategies, they don't divide goals and objectives as separate concept. Okay, so Bharat Mata ki jai, that is your goals and objectives, and one of the important question is characteristics of objectives. Again, this is LDR for MCQ. MCQ can be there. Okay, so first point, objectives should define the relationship, organization relationship with environment. Example, from environment, what you require, this is explained by objectives. Next point, it is focusing on mission and purpose. Yes, based on mission and purpose ko focus karta hai na, because mission will be achieving objective, Malik. This is also a basis for strategic decision making. Sir, recall the content. What is the strategic decision making? Choices. Remember, choices. Which product, which market? So, bhai, objective will decide the choices. Example, if I need to earn a 10 crore and if market is not enough to achieve 10 crore, how will I can achieve 10 crore? So I need to go in some other market also, na? Okay, if one market is only giving me 5 crore total only, so how I can achieve 10 crore in that one 5 crore market? So I need to go in market. So strategic decision making. Atma, understood? Next point, it is also focusing on performance appraisal. Okay, 100 crore, 10 crore. Okay, 10 crore. So how much I achieve? 5 crore. Acha, we have less by 5 crore. Now performance appraisal. I told you in above also, mission also this point. Okay, they should be constant, concrete and specific. Understood this point? Concrete and specific. I do think everybody clear. कॉन्क्रीट एंड स्पेसिफिक होना चाहिए ओके भाई ओके 10 करोड़ होना चाहिए 5 करोड़ होना चाहिए 15 करोड़ होना चाहिए कॉन्क्रीट स्पेसिफिक होना चाहिए दे शुड ऑल्सो हैव ए टाइम फ्रेम ओके 1 ईयर ओके वेरी क्लियर तो इफ आई से 1 ईयर में करना है 1 ईयर में प्रॉफिट है तो इट इज गोल. If I say I want to earn 10 crore profit, it is goal. But if I say 1 year may I want to earn 10 crore, now it is objective. Atma clear? Okay, next it should be a measurable and controllable. Measurable, I need to measure and control the things. Measurable and controllable. 10 crore, measurable. Okay, it's controllable. Next year, because we achieve 5 crore, so next year again we'll adjust a 5 crore. Okay, it should be a challenging. Okay, see, whatever your औकात is there, whatever औकात मतलब whatever your time limit is there, you can sit for 5 hours. Now, as sitting 5 hours tomorrow, okay, is not your objective. It should be challenging, yaar. It should be challenging. Okay, it's clear. Abhi right now, if I say clearing fifth standard examination is not challenging. It is not an objective. Okay, but to clear C examination is nothing but a challenging. Next point, different objectives should correlate with each other, and that is very clear. Okay, if I set a one objective for EIS, one objective for SM, one objective for audit, one objective for other subjects, okay, it should correlate with each other. Okay, to clear C examination, you require all objectives should be clear. Okay, the example, okay, you clear in EISSM, but you didn't clear in audit. Okay, that's it, gone man. You should correlate with each other. Atma clear. And last concept, objectives should be set within the constraint of organizational resources. How much resources are there? Based on that objective should be set. Now, I know I am having an employee which can achieve 10 crore. Okay, I can say with the same employee, I need to achieve 100 crore. Okay, are you getting the point? So resource based on resources, you need to set the objective. This particular concept can come in your MCQ concept. So make it sure you understand very clearly. More precisely, if I say it is a fourth point, fifth point, fourth point, fifth point, sixth point, fifth point, sixth point, seventh point, okay, 8 point. These are very important. These are very important. It should be concrete, it should be specific, it should be time frame, it should be measurable, it should be challenging. That's it. If I say my company can work, okay, can work for 100, example, my company is into cloth manufacturing. My company can manufacture 100 metric tons. Okay, I set the objective of 90 metric tons. Is this objective? Is the which characteristics of objective is missing? It's not challenging. So one of the characteristics of objective is challenging नहीं है. Okay, challenging nahi hai. So now we need to understand 90 metric tons. Okay, what is the problem here? It is not challenging at all. So this is MCQ. You need to understand which characteristics of objective is missing here. Challenging nahi hai. So here we need to understand. Okay, here we need to understand. Okay, 100 MT we can manufacture. Now we need to manufacture 105 MT. Now it is challenging. Atma clear? Okay, so Bharat Mata ki jai. I do think characteristics of objective is clear. Okay, so Harsh, I have read and learned SM, but logic I am understanding now. Thanks, man. Logic samajh mein aa raha hai. Hopefully everybody is understanding, and everybody is getting a concept, confident with a concept. See, understand what is the benefit of concept na? Okay, now after a concept, to revise and remember the answer becomes very easy. Okay, and this is what always I prefer. Okay, when concepts are near, when concepts are clear, CA prefix is near, Malik. Whenever your concepts are clear, CA prefix is always near. So my principle will always goes on concept, and I always focus on teaching the concept. So Bharat Mata ki jai, I think understand the characteristics of objectives. Okay, next point. Okay, next point is focusing on need for both long-term and short-term objective. I told you, okay, long-term objectives and short-term objective. You can read this content. What is the long-term objective and short-term objective? Example, in a year, okay, in a year I should earn 10 crore rupees. Okay, in a year I should earn 10 crore rupees. This is nothing but a long-term objective. But in a month I should earn 1 crore rupees. Okay, now this is short-term objective. So long-term objective is about profitability, productivity, competitive position. Okay, employee development, relations, something like that. Short-term objective will be very defined to achieve the long-term objectives. If I am into a technological development, so make it sure you need to understand very clearly. Okay, let me very clearly tell you. Whenever I use the word technology here in SM, please understand. Everybody, I will require this answer. Whenever I say technological leadership, my objective is I need to be a very good technological leadership. What is the meaning of technology here? Okay, if I say my R&D is stored in technology, when I say my R&D is stored in technology, what does it mean? Please understand, don't look at technology as a IT. Okay, focus on Lays, wafer, Lays, wafer. Everybody is aware about Lays wafer? Lays wafer South, I don't know which wafers you are getting, but Lays wafer are very famous. Okay, Lays wafer, potato chips wafer, everybody is aware about this wafer. Now tell me, okay, what is R&D for them? What is the technological update for them? लेस के लिए टेक्नोलॉजिकल अपडेट क्या है? एप्पल के लिए टेक्नोलॉजिकल अपडेट इज न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी, अपडेटेड टेक्नोलॉजी. So for Lays also technological update is very important. But their technological update, so in SM, strategic management, whenever I use the word technological update, it is machine bhi nahi Arjun. It is about flavor. Lays ke flavor, spices. That is called technological update. So whenever you understand technological update, it linked with that industry. It linked with that particular point. For me, what is the technological update? It is not IT. Next time, what I can do better than what I am doing right now is called technological update. Okay, right now if I am able to complete in 4 hours, okay, the next time I should complete that marathon in 3 hours, 3 or 2.5 hours. This is called something which you need to understand. I got the point. So whenever I say technological update in SM, strategic management, technological update, it depends on industry. Okay, technological update is basically industry wise different होगा technological update. तो अगर लेज आया तो flavor अच्छा होना चाहिए. Okay, medicines आई, update research होना चाहिए. Medicines which can work for whatever. This is something which is called technological update. So if you focus on R&D department, example, do you think Lays will also have R&D department? Yes, but their R&D department will not search on Apple technology. They will search on flavors, new requirement, new something like that. That's what you need to understand. So that long-term objective, something like that. And last concept, I do think everybody is aware about strategic management model, and this is what we have discussed, LDR. Okay, this is 5 points you are already aware what you have taught in chapter 1. Okay, first point, developing a strategic vision, mission, goals and objectives. Second point, analysis. Next point, formulating strategy. Next point, implementing strategy. Next point, strategic evaluation and control. And they have discussed this point in detail. Okay, on next page you can study this one because there is nothing extraordinary. When I say developing a strategic vision, mission, goals and objectives, this is what we have discussed in this chapter. Okay, the analysis will be of 2 types: environment scanning and organization analysis. This you have studied in CA foundation already, Malik. CA foundation you studied, malum hai na, SWOT analysis, pest. You studied this stage 2 in CA foundation, and here also you will study this in chapter 2. Next point is formulating strategy. This is nothing but chapter 4, 5, 6. You will study this one. Implementing strategy, this is nothing but 7th chapter. Okay, and this particular point will leave it right now. We'll study it, the last one. And last point is strategic evaluation. This is nothing but, okay, with respect to chapter 8, evaluation and control. Okay, if you remember BPR, okay, benchmarking and something like that is called control. This is how your chapters are linked, Malik. Okay, so you studied this chapter 3 here. Chapter 3 is your first step of SM. Okay, chapter 2 is your second stage of SM. Chapter 4, 5, 6 is your chapter stage 3 of SM. Chapter 7 is your implementing, okay, stage 5 of SM. And okay, chapter 8 is nothing but this point. Okay, this answer I have kept it pending because once I will complete chapter 7, that time only I will complete this particular structure. Bharat Mata ki jai. Atma clear? Okay, this is something with respect to your chapter 3. So chapter 3, what things you have studied? What is the inventory of chapter 3? So I'm just making you inventory of chapter 3. Sabse pehle you have understood strategic planning. Second, you have understood strategic decision making. Next, you understood strategic intent. Next, you understood vision. Next, you understood mission. You understood goals and objectives. And last point, you understood strategic management process. These are the questions which we have studied in strategic management in chapter 3. Bharat Mata ki jai, Malik. So Tod Malik understood every question and everything. So we have completed with respect to chapter 3. Now we are shifting ourselves. Okay, sir, please do English marathon also on YouTube. Acha, Muhammad, first I will complete this one. Okay, then we can discuss it out. Okay, first, any doubt with respect to this point, Malik? Everybody with conceptual point, with everybody with respect to chapter 3, go done. Now we are shifting ourselves to the next chapter, that is called chapter 4. Okay, make sure you understand chapter 4 very clearly with the concepts, Malik. Concepts make it clear because many people they get confused with all chapter 4 strategies. Okay. Okay, so Harsh is asking me a question, sir. As per your knowledge, will the paper of EISSM will be easy or difficult? So Harsh, let it be clear. If you know everything of EISSM, okay, paper will be easy. If you don't know content of EISSM, paper will be difficult. It is everything all about knowing and not knowing. The only problem is you are not knowing the content, and that is making the paper difficult. If you knowing the content, paper is easy, Malik. Performance appraisal, Fahim, performance appraisal, matlab evaluating the performance. Example, okay, after 3 hours, 4 hours, okay, after 3 hours, 4 hours, you will evaluate my performance, how Amit Tated taught, okay, so how Sikasa will give you some feedback form or something like that. Okay, Fatima is saying it is difficult to deal with case studies even after studying the concept. I doubt, okay, with the concept, no case studies can be difficult, except 1 or 2, okay, but case studies are very conceptual point, Malik. Senior told paper is difficult, Malik. Okay, every senior stays is like this. Okay, right now also even example telling. Okay, the example I'm telling you. You studied chapter 1 also of SM. Chapter 1 is a starting chapter of SM. Okay, you studied that one also. Or chapter 3, starting chapter of SM. Then also you understood some new concept out of this, na. So conceptual clarity is must. That's the only criteria. Okay, paper difficult नहीं होता है, Malik. Okay, खाली आपको मालूम नहीं पड़ता है. That is the only problem. So make sure you are knowing the content. Okay, the example I am telling you, na, chapter 4 and chapter 5 will discuss. Na, chapter 4 and chapter 5, many of them, they will be thinking that you are already aware about the concepts and other things. Let's discuss it out. Let's discuss today. Let's close the concept. Okay, so first of all, let concept, sir, how to deal with case studies and other things. Let do one thing. Okay, first let complete our syllabus. Okay, once syllabus is completed, then we can discuss any other extraordinary thing. Because my target, see, my exhaustness should not. Because at the end of the day, I'm almost traveling 8 hours a day. Okay, I'm taking 3 hours ka lecture in morning, and then I'm taking a lecture till 12:30, and tomorrow morning again I'll be traveling for 4 hours, and then taking a lecture of 3 hours, then coming back for 4 hours, then again my other lectures and other things are there. So let's focus on completion of revision. Okay, so anything you want to know and want to update, you can communicate with me on my numbers and other things, Malik. Okay, so I'll share with you my number. Don't worry. Okay, so you are already even Telegram channel is always available, and I respond every time. I respond every time because almost 8 hours traveling. Okay, what I do, I always respond. I respond on problems. Okay, now what does chapter 4 says? Chapter 4 says corporate level strategies. Now understand, corporate level strategies are 4 strategies. One is stability strategy, one is expansion strategy, one is retrenchment, and one is combination. To be very precise, now who will decide these 4 strategies? Okay, this is something which you need to understand will be taken care by Tata Group. You are already aware about Tata Group, Malik? Tata Group. Okay, I do think everybody clear. Tata Group will decide these 4 strategies, corporate level strategies. So corporate level strategy, Tata Group will decide stability. Second, Tata Group will decide expansion. Third point, retrenchment. Fourth point is combination. Now please understand, when we discuss about stability strategy, you need to understand a concept very clearly. Stability, when stability strategy is decided, stability means yaad rakhna, stability means doing nothing. Aisa nahi hai. Stability means just watching and not taking any extraordinary steps. I'm not thinking of expanding myself. I'm not thinking about any merger or acquisitions. I'm not doing any extraordinary thing. I'm not bringing new product. I'm not bringing any. I'm not going in new market or something. I'm in the same market and same product. So remember one very important point: same market and same product, same market. Okay, same market. I mean same market and same product, same product. Okay, this is nothing but stability. Okay, so stability is done when you have reached at a maturity state of life cycle. I do think in chapter 2 you have studied product life cycle. Product life cycle focus on total 4 stages. One is introduction, second point is a growth stage, third point is maturity, and fourth point is decline stage. Okay, so this particular stability strategy is focused on maturity stage. Okay, so one of the most important goal of the business enterprise is stability. The stability strategy, it continues to serve in the same or similar market and deals in same or similar products, same and similar market. Strategic decisions focus on incremental improvement of functional performance. Yani most important element, this type of company does not focus on growth aspect. ऐसा नहीं है. They focus only on incremental growth, small growth. There is a growth in stability, but there is small incremental growth, not extraordinary growth. Extraordinary growth नहीं होती है, incremental growth होता है. That is called a incremental improvement. Okay, so make sure ये point याद रखना. Okay, is stability strategy applies to Apple? Answer is yes, unless until it is not doing anything, expanding or something. But does Apple bring one new product every year? Answer is yes. But for 1 year it stays stable. But in next year, okay, probably it goes into expansion with respect to intensification, new product, launching a new product. ओके, सो इंटेंसिफिकेशन होता है. तो एप्पल अभी एग्जांपल, अभी एप्पल आईफोन 14 लॉन्च हो गया. आफ्टर एप्पल आईफोन 14 नाउ दे विल बी स्टेबल फॉर सम टाइम, एंड आफ्टर स्टेबिलिटी दे विल अगेन गो विथ एक्सपांशन के मल्टीपल तरीके हैं मालिक. Okay, but whenever I launch a new product, okay, so please make it sure you don't use only one strategy every time. Okay, use one strategy and next time you use the next strategy, next time you use the next strategy. It may happen in a month also, you may change the strategy. It depends on situations. So they say very important element is again stability strategy is not a doing nothing strategy. Okay, it does not mean that it do nothing. You are not doing anything. ऐसा नहीं है. You are doing something, but the only thing is that here you are just watching and focusing on incremental growth. Make sure focusing on incremental growth by functional efficiency. Means if you are using a stability strategy, okay, here what you will do, okay, you will try to save the cost. Okay, you will not try to increase the revenue. See, expansion में you try to increase the revenue increase करने के mergers है, acquisitions है, new product है, new market है, something like that. But here you are increasing a revenue, no, you are reducing the cost by functional efficiency. So here functional performance is improved. So incremental growth is there, incremental improvement is there, okay, but only by a functional performance. Therefore, what are the characteristics of stability strategy? Okay, so characteristics of stability strategy says, okay, the firm which is using stability strategy will be in the same business. That is what you are already aware. Second point, they are focusing on functional efficiency. Functional efficiency मतलब समझ में आया? Functional efficiency मतलब they are focusing on improving the functional efficiency, functional department. They are reducing the cost. They are not increasing the expansion with the revenue. Okay, most important, stability strategy does not involve in redefinition of business. They don't redefine the business. Example, they don't go with a new product, no new market, no diversification or something like that. It is basically a safety oriented. Answer is yes, because you are not doing any extraordinary thing. You are not taking any risk as such. There is no requirement of fresh investment. Why you require fresh investment? Because at the end of the day, you are in the same market, same product, same particular thing. Everything is same. You don't require anything extraordinary. Even you are not doing any extraordinary here. Okay, that is called no fresh investment is required. Okay, no fresh investment. Minor improvement of the product and its packaging can be done. Minor improvement. Okay, again it has nothing to do with product development. New product is not come to here. Next point, the risk is very less. Reason simple है, their failure के chances नहीं रहेंगे. Okay, with the stability strategy, the firm can have a benefit of concentrating its resources. I told you, they are saving with resources, they are saving on cost. And most important, growth objective of firm employing this strategy is quite modest. यानी यहाँ पर growth नहीं है ऐसा मत बोलना. There is no growth ऐसा नहीं है. There is a growth. There is a growth. There is a growth, Malik. There is a growth. But the problem is the growth is basically only with respect to what? The growth is basically with respect to what? The growth is basically with respect to, okay, modest, not extraordinary growth. Okay, yani if you focus on product life cycle, okay, it is always goes on like this. Okay, this is nothing but introduction phase, this is nothing but growth phase, this is nothing but growth phase, okay, this is nothing but maturity phase, and this is nothing but decline phase. Now here you focus on this modest growth is always there. This is called a concept of stability, Malik. Stability point, everybody clear, Malik? After stability, okay, concentrating means focusing, concentrating, focusing on resources. They are saving, how they are improving, how they are making profits. Such company also make profits, na Harsh? Such company also make profit. So how they are increasing the profit? They are increasing the profits, okay, by what? By doing what? By focusing on their resources, by saving the cost. That is called with respect to this point. Okay, that is called a characteristic of stability strategy. Everybody clear? Okay, so stability strategy का main point क्या होगा? Okay, then one of the most important point in chapter 4 and chapter 5 is to crack the strategy. Okay, yani after understanding the concept, you need to crack the strategy. Okay, one question came, ऊपर एक student ने question पूछा, sir, even if concepts are clear, then also it is very difficult to crack the question. Why? Because your concept is not completely clear. So make sure your concepts are totally clear here. So make it sure, understand this stability strategy. Once you understand the expansion, then you will come to know, okay, how the things work. Major reasons for stability. Sir, first point, the product has reached at a maturity stage. It's okay. Second point, it is less risky. I don't want to take a risk. That's it. Okay, my environment is stable. External environment, no changes. Okay, no changes in external environment. Okay, when EISSM was not removed, I was not taking any steps. Now EIS is being removed from the syllabus. I took the step to start with law, intermediate law. Now this is something which is called, okay, the expansion. Okay, so but earlier, last 2 years, what I was doing, I was in stability. Why stability? Because environment was not changing. Environment was stable. So I was just focusing on making sure that my batches are going well and other things. Expansion, okay, may be perceived as being a threatening. Okay, for somebody, expansion is threatening. Okay, threat है. Expand करना मतलब मेरे लिए loss है. If I do expansion, there is a loss that I may fail also. Answer is yes. If I go with a new market, I may fail also. Okay, that is what exactly happens. When consolidation, okay, is sought through stabilizing after a period of rapid expansion. Now you need to understand with the last point. What is the last point means? Last point example, right now I expand myself like anything. Example, I did 1 merger, I did 2 merger, I did 3 merger. After 3 merger, I can't do merger. I need to settle down for something. And that settling is nothing but requires stability. So that is your list, 5th point. Consolidation is sought through stabilizing after a period of rapid expansion. Okay, stabilizing after a rapid expansion. Atma clear? Okay, so consolidation is sought through the stabilization after a rapid expansion. After rapid expansion, we should stand. थोड़ा सा आराम से. This is something which we can focus on stability. So why we should prefer stability? If this particular points come into your question or case studies, you need to prefer stability. Okay, if I say my product is at maturity stage, I don't want to take a risk. Okay, I want a stable environment. Okay, expansion is threatening for me, and most important, okay, the rapid expansion done multiple times. Now I want to stable. Okay, now what is a growth or expansion strategy? Growth and expansion means doing everything to achieve other elements. Now when I say growth and expansion, okay, now it is merger, acquisitions, new product, new market and everything. Okay, it is a definitely very dream. Everybody's dream is basically growth. But again, at the same time, it's a very risky. यहाँ पर failure के chances भी उतने ही हैं. That is called a concept of, okay, growth and expansion strategy. Now when we are discussing about growth and expansion strategy, please do understand what are the characteristics and growth of expansion strategy, or what are the major reasons for growth. This is again upside down of stability what you studied above. Growth, okay, when you focus on growth, it requires a redefinition of business. If you remember stability mein, okay, no redefinition of business is required. Second point, it is opposite of stability strategy. You are already aware. Now it leads to a business growth. Now it is not business growth, is not modest. It is a high growth, Malik. It requires a fresh investment for new business, new products and everything. Even high versatile strategy. Versatile means what? We have multiple options, Malik. Don't have only one option. We have multiple options here. Sir, in stability, we have only one option. Same product, same market. But here we have versatile, okay, multiple points, intensification, diversification, market penetration, market development, product development and something like that. Okay, so versatile, multiple permutation combination available. Okay, but what are the reason for going with expansion strategy? So reason for going with that environment is dynamic. Okay, the example right now, okay, institute changes the EIS. It's a dynamic environment now. Okay, it requires a new demand of products. Second scenario, strategies may feel more satisfied with the prospectus growth. Okay, जो जब growth होता है ना तो उसको बहुत अच्छे से लगता है, pride है ये, बहुत जन के लिए pride है that we have achieved something यार. Okay, expansion में achievement आता है. Okay, expansion can lead to greater control over a market. Okay, you can lead to a great control of market, and advantages for experience curve can lead, okay, to reduce the cost. So whenever we focus on expansion, okay, 100% learning curve will come into picture, and learning curve will reduce my cost. Now what is learning curve or experience curve? Again, from chapter 2, if you have studied, okay, the cost per unit of production, okay, will reduce over a period of time. An example, if this axis is cost and if this axis is experience, okay, when the initial part is there, when initial year is going on, experience at initial year, my cost is very high, but when experience I'm getting very highly experienced, my cost will reduce because of that experience concept. Okay, so yaad rakhna, make sure you are understanding when we are discussing about this point. Sir, what is the scale of operation? Scale of operation matlab, okay, we are jo jitne scale pe 1000 MT, okay, 1000 units, 2000 units, 5000 units, okay, these ab jitna zyada unit banaunga experience aata rahega na. Okay, how many times I will be taking revision batches, okay, more experience I will be gaining na malik. So scale of operations, I will be increasing my scale of operation. This is nothing but scale of operation. Experience gaining is scale of operations malik. Okay, sir, okay, when we are discussing about one question has come, sir, Procter & Gamble is using expansion. Okay, yaad rakhna, Procter & Gamble is using a combination strategy. Reason simple hai, because Procter & Gamble is like, okay, the Tata group. Okay, Procter & Gamble is having multiple products. हाँ, उसमें से one of the product may have one of the strategy as such, but to the extent don't mix match this particular point. Again, I'm telling you, okay, make sure you are focusing on Tata group, okay, Tata group or PNG. Now Tata group may decide expansion for Tata Motors. But Tata Insurance, they may focus on retrenchment, they may focus on divestment. So they are using combination. So when the business is very large, when the business, Procter & Gamble, HUL, okay, banks and other things, where groups, wherever, okay, ITC group, okay, now here they will be using a combination strategy, Malik. Okay, so for a product, don't focus on combination strategy. Okay, for a product, it can be with respect to your chapter 5. So first of all, just make it sure yes, stability. Okay, second is expansion with a expansion is going with respect to a part. Okay, now versatile, how it is versatile. Now please understand, now expansion can be of two types. Now here on the screen you are focusing on, okay, I'm making clear, you understand very clearly, because if you are getting confused, okay, that is a blunder for you. Okay, expansion can be done through two ways. One is intensification and one is diversification. Now what is the meaning of intensification and what is the meaning of diversification? Intensification means, okay, I am focusing on market penetration, market development and product development. What is the meaning of market penetration? Market penetration matlab existing market, existing product. My product is same, my market is same. Existing product, existing market, and I am doing this particular point. That is called market penetration. Market penetration. Everybody clear, Malik? Market penetration. Everybody, Atma, everybody clear? Market penetration. Existing product, existing market. Market development. Okay, please understand. Market development. New market, existing product. My existing product, I will go with a new market. Okay, and product development, okay, new product, okay, new product, but in existing market. So three concepts are there: market penetration, market development, product development. Market penetration, market development, product development. Market penetration, existing product, existing market. Market development, new market, existing product. Okay, and product development means, okay, conceptually, okay, new product, existing market. When we are discussing about a market penetration, existing product, existing market, सर इसका मतलब क्या होगा? इसका मतलब एकदम सिंपल होगा मालिक. Existing product, existing market में हम लोग मार्केट पेनिट्रेट करेंगे, सेल्स और बढ़ाने की कोशिश करेंगे मालिक. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड सर, मार्केट पेनिट्रेशन क्या स्टेबिलिटी और मार्केट पेनिट्रेशन सेम होता है? नहीं, स्टेबिलिटी में मार्केट पेनिट्रेशन नहीं होता है. स्टेबिलिटी में हम लोग उसी ऑपरेशन पे काम करते हैं, हम अपना सेल्स नहीं बढ़ाते हैं, हम अपना कॉस्ट कम करते हैं. वी रिड्यूस द कॉस्ट. We reduce the cost and accordingly we achieved our target. Okay, in market penetration, what we do? We expand. We expand the existing market. Sir, expand means what? We'll do promotion, we'll do sales promotion, we'll offer discounts and everything for market penetration. Please understand, market penetration will offer everything in market penetration. Atma clear hai? Market penetration will include everything. That is called market penetration. Okay, second concept is market development. Market development means what? Market development means new product. Okay, no, okay, existing product, the same product going in new market. Okay, it can be example. Right now, I'm selling a product in Mumbai only. Okay, now I'm selling a product in Hyderabad. That is called a market development. Okay, same product I'm selling in Hyderabad. That is called market development. Market development also focus on multiple point. Three things they have given in your syllabus. One point they have told market development कैसे होता है? By adding different channels. Example, I was selling only in a physical shop. Now I am selling online. Now this is called market development. New market comes into picture. By changing the content of advertising. Earlier the content of advertising for different. Okay, now I change the content of advertising. Earlier Bormita, I was telling kids will drink Bormita. Now what kids will drink Bormita? I am promoting kids Bormita PO. I am promoting. Now this is market penetration. At the same time, I change the content of advertising and I am saying, okay, even Bormita can be drink by pregnant women, okay, for their upcoming kids and other things. Okay, now please understand who is coming. New market is coming. New market is coming. Now this is changing content of advertising. Are you getting the concept? Everybody समझ रहा है? Okay, मैं बोल रहा हूँ देखो बोर्नविटा ऐड कर रहा है कि भाई बच्चा पी रहा है. Now it is nothing but market penetration. But Bormita is changing the content of ad. Bormita is saying, okay, boss, now pregnant lady can pay. Now it is market development. It is creating a new market, Malik. So this is called a market development. Changing a content of advertisement is also called a market development. And at the same time, okay, changing a promotional media. Earlier I was promoting on Facebook only. Now I am promoting on Instagram also. This is nothing but a market development. Atma clear? This is also called a market development. Atma done kya? Okay, so market development. Understood kya market development? So market development happens with three things. Okay, what are the three things? First is channels are changed. Second point is content is changed and promotional media. Okay, market penetration. Is market penetration and stability same? No. Stability may is the same market, same product. Market penetration is also same market, same product. But in stability, we don't any do advertise or something. We don't increase the sales. Here in market penetration, we increase the sales like anything. And what is the product development? Okay, here please understand, we are not bringing a new product. Existing product is modified substantially. That is called product development. Existing product is modified substantially. Atma clear hai? Existing product is modifying substantially. That is called product development. Okay, it can be innovation, but it is not a new product altogether. Okay, example. Okay, right, earlier I was giving a thumbs up in 1 liter bottle. Now I am giving a thumbs up in 20 ml bottle. Okay, or can, something like that. Now this is nothing but product development. Product development is in same market. It's same market. It is not a something new. New product nikalna is something is called diversification, Malik. If you are bringing a new product altogether, okay, instead of thumbs up, instead of drink, I am bringing some juice or something like that. Now it is diversification, Malik. Okay, so please understand. Okay, product development is substantial modification of existing product. Yamaha RX100, definitely you can use this, but logically speaking, now you need to understand shampoo. Okay, shampoo sachet. Now please tell me, shampoo are bringing a sachet. Now this is what? Okay, shampoo bringing bottle. What is this? This is called product development. They are selling shampoo only, but they are substantial modification in existing product. Okay, so creation of new, but it is exactly with related to the existing product. Therefore, it is called product development. Atma clear? Okay, so make sure expansion through intensification. This is called intensification. Internally, intensification. Now I am saying expansion through diversification. Now what is happening in diversification? Now understand, in diversification, there are 4 diversification. One is vertical, second is horizontal, third is concentric, and fourth is conglomerate. A very simple point. In vertical diversification, we have forward and we have backward. In horizontal, okay, there is no multiple point. In concentric and conglomerate. Very easy answer, Malik. Please understand this concept. When I say vertical diversification, what is meaning of vertical diversification? Vertical diversification happens where? Vertical diversification. Okay, example is suppose I am manufacturing a car. Okay, car ke liye you require a tire. Okay, you require a tire. Okay, and car once manufactured, it is going to a dealer. Okay, who is selling the car. Okay, now please understand. Okay, please understand. If I am selling a car, along with car, I start manufacturing tire. This is called a backward integration. Atma clear? Okay, if I am starting my dealership myself, this is called a forward integration. So this is vertical. This is vertical. Either forward, either backward. Are you getting the point? Backward means raw materials के supplier, जो supplier है ना वो काम चालू करना. That is called backward integration. Okay, dealer के काम चालू करना. That is nothing but a forward integration. So backward and forward. Sir, what is the meaning of horizontal? Okay, car, I am a car manufacturing. I am acquiring another car manufacturing. Okay, car, same stage of production, marketing chain, same stage of production and marketing chain, same. That is here car, this is car. This is nothing but horizontal. Same. Concentric means what? Sir, Harsh, I will give you example. Don't worry. चारों खत्म होने के बाद I will give an example. Don't worry. I will give example. Okay. Concentric means what? Concentric means what? Car. Okay. It's car manufacturing. Okay. Is also starting bike manufacturing. Please understand. Now, bike manufacturing and car manufacturing both are related product. Okay, but they are not same. If car manufacturing is merging with car manufacturing, horizontal. If car manufacturing is starting anything which is of supplier, okay, that is called backward integration. Okay, car manufacturing is starting with dealership. They are having their own showroom. That is nothing but forward integration. Atma clear hai? Okay, but car manufacturing starting with the bike manufacturing. Okay, now please understand they are related because the process, technology or marketing somewhere related. It is not, again I'm telling you, if it is the same product, it is an horizontal, but it is related. Okay, now one of the biggest problems student everybody face is concentric and backward kya hai? Sir, same hi to hai. Tire manufacturing karna is also related product na sir. Tire manufacturing is also related product. Bike is also related product. So it is concentric only? No. If it is an existing chain of the process, if it is an existing chain of the process, then it is called, okay, the vertical. It is called vertical if it is in process. But if it is not in process, it is a separate, but it is related with that process. And then it is called concentric. And last concept is conglomerate. No way relation. Car manufacturing company is starting cement manufacturing. Now it is conglomerate diversification. Let me give one more example. Okay, it's very important example. Now suppose I'm manufacturer of pen. Now for this pen, I take the refill from the supplier. Okay, now I start manufacturing refill. Malik, refill. Mala pen ki refill. Now this is called backward integration. Okay, after manufacturing a pen, I am giving this pen to the dealer and they are selling in the shops, and after that sales is coming. Okay, now I am starting my own shop. This is called forward integration. Concept समझ में आ रहा है? Okay, I am a manufacturer of pen and some other manufacturer of pen. Okay, we are merging together. Now this is called horizontal. Okay, I am a manufacturer of pen, but I am starting with a highlighter, or I am starting with a rubber or a pencil. Now this is called concentric. Are you getting the point with the concentric and backward integration? Everybody, मेरे ख्याल से I explained enough on this. Okay, but I do think you understood the concept. Okay, मेरे ख्याल से Malik, everybody clear? Okay, this is particular point you need to understand. Adani Cement and Ambuja Cement horizontal. Yes, Malik. Cement horizontal. Okay, and conglomerate pen manufacturer is starting some other which is nothing to do with its existing business. That is called a conglomerate. I do think everybody is clear. So please make it sure both are different element. Both are different element. So if I ask you intensification, if I ask you diversification, make sure you need to remember these 7 points. Okay, market penetration, market development, and product development is nothing to do with diversification. Okay, so make sure these are three things. These three things are with existing product only, pen only. But if I am giving in more advertisement of pen le lo. Now this is called market penetration. But if I am selling this pen in some other geographic area, or I am selling this pen online, now this is called market development. New market is coming. Okay, earlier I was telling this pen can be used by student. Now I am telling in advertising this pen can be used by a chartered accountant also. Now this is also called, okay, the market development, because changing a content of advertising. Product development in this pen, okay, I am making it thoda smooth. Okay, smooth pen. Okay, earlier it is very difficult to write, but now I am making a smooth pen. That is nothing but product development. Atma clear? Now pen manufacturer start with refill. Now this is diversification. This is called vertical, which is backward. If I am starting a shop, this is called forward. Okay, if pen manufacturing is merging with pen manufacturing, now this is called horizontal. Pen starting with a highlighter, this is called, okay, it's concentric and conglomerate. Bharat Mata ki jai. I do think Tod Malik, sorry, everybody now concepts are very clear with respect to this point. Okay, so all 7 points you need to be very clear. Okay, now please understand the next point goes like this. Okay, with this point we have understood the logic of diversification. These are strategies, Malik. These are strategies. Based on these strategies, okay, how these strategies are achieved, that is called your next 2 points. One is merger and equation, and one is a strategic alliance. Please understand, strategic alliance and merger and equation are not strategy. Make sure you will otherwise get confused in writing the answer in examination. In examination, if any time the question comes, comes, if in examination, anytime the question comes, okay, that please identify the strategy. Your strategy will never be merger and acquisition or strategic alliance. Make sure your strategy will be this, okay, this strategies will be there. ये जो screen पे दिख रहा है. Okay, then what is a merger and alliance or strategic alliance? Okay, how to achieve the strategy is nothing but on the screen now. Okay, see, I want to diversify, but to diversify, I can go ahead with merger. I can go with alliance. Okay, now this is to achieve the strategy, Malik. Understood? Okay, so these are not strategy. These are not strategy, Malik. This is to mean or mechanism to achieve the strategy. तो whenever एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन आता है आइडेंटिफाई द स्ट्रैटेजी, अगर आपको लग रहा है कि अलायंस है, यू कैन चेक द मॉड्यूल क्वेश्चन ऑल्सो, यू विल कम टू नो दिस पॉइंट वेरी क्लियरली. ओके, नाउ हियर कम्स व्हेन एनीबडी टोल्ड व्हेन कॉन्सेप्ट्स आर क्लियर, ओके, देन ऑल्सो वी आर डिफिकल्ट टू क्रैक. व्हाई? बिकॉज यू आर गेटिंग कंफ्यूज, बिकॉज यू आर थिंकिंग एक्सपांशन, ओके, मर्जर एक्विजिशन एंड अलायंस स्ट्रैटेजी, एंड योर आंसर इज नॉट गेटिंग करेक्ट. ओके, इन वन क्वेश्चन, वन इंश्योरेंस का क्वेश्चन इज देयर इन मॉड्यूल का पार्ट, ओके, वेयर इट इज फोकसिंग ऑन अलायंस, वेयर आंसर इज क्लियरली अलायंस, बट द आंसर इज गिवन इन दिस पॉइंट. So please make it sure. If I ask you a strategy, don't write merger, acquisition and alliance. They are not strategy. They are a means to achieve the strategy. Okay. Are people there? Are people there? Everybody clear? Okay. So whenever if the question comes in identifying the strategy, okay, ऊपर वाले आंसर लिखोगे. You will not write this answers. Okay. So what are these? These are means to achieve the strategy. Okay. ये point ध्यान रखिए. So first point is expansion with merger and acquisition. I do think merger acquisition everybody is aware. So what are the merger? What are the types of merger? The same scenario what we understood above is a similar scenario. Okay. Vertical merger, horizontal merger, co-generic merger, and conglomerate. Only co-generic word is coming instead of concentric. So instead of concentric, we are getting a co-generic. Are you getting the point? Instead of concentric, we need to go with co-generic. Bharat Mata ki jai. Everybody clear, Malik? Okay, so how many types of merger are there? Vertical, we have understood vertical merger, forward and backward. Okay, it's horizontal, we have understood. It's a similar scenario. Concentric is nothing but co-generic. Okay, it's a conglomerate. The same masala you should put here. Okay, nothing extraordinary. But when you will write this types of merger ka answer, only if the question is asking on types of merger, Malik. Only if the question is asking on types of merger, then only you write this answer, Malik. Only when you write this particular answer. Atma, clear? Okay, once this is done, after that comes a strategic alliance. Strategic alliance is like a joint venture where you and me coming together without losing our self identity. Yeah, your identity is also there, my identity is also there. For some particular point, we are combining with each other, and that is called strategic alliance. Okay, again, strategic alliance. Again, for achieving something, we can go with strategic alliance. So strategic alliance is basically a relationship between two or more businesses that enables to achieve some strategic objectives. Now, what are the strategic objectives? The answer can be, okay, here I'll be definitely, okay, I always never use this short form. Okay, you will never come across me using this short form, but here few of the questions I may use the short form. That is called POSE. POSE means political, one is O means organizational, S matlab strategic, and E matlab economic. Okay, so why you enter strategic alliance? What is the reason for entering strategic alliance? First reason is political reason. Example, if any company enter into India, they need to have more compliance. Now, if they merge with Reliance or Adani, don't you think they will get a very good political support? Because, okay, so you are already aware, okay, which companies are getting good political supports. So, if I am going with a strategic alliance with such companies, the political party supports I will be getting very easy, Malik. The second concept is organizational support, organizational point, organizational resources. Okay, we can combine our resources. My supply chain is very good. Your production capacity is very good. If we come into alliance, I can use your production capacity and you can use my supply chain. Organization point. Next point, strategic. Okay, strategic means something to achieve. Okay, there are three person competing with each other. Now two competitors coming together to have a monopoly to reduce the third competitor altogether. Now this is nothing but strategic concept. Okay, strategic concept. Okay, strategic. Why you are entering for alliance? And last concept is economic. Economic matlab basically you are achieving economies of scale. Basically a cost benefit. Okay, basically because of cost benefit. Bharat Mata ki jai. Everybody clear, Malik? So advantages of strategic alliance. Can horizontal merger can be for only horizontal diversification? Answer is yes. This will be only for above same concept. They are not changed, Malik. Chetna ji, upar wala and niche wala is not change. Okay, so all these points are the similar for this point only. Same concept. The only thing is when you will write this answer, when you will write merger or alliance answer as a answer. Dekho, if you get a question, explain the types of merger, you will write types of merger only. If they ask you what are the advantages of strategic alliance, you will write this only. But if they ask you case study and they say identify the strategy, you will not write alliance or merger. You will write above strategy, yeah, Malik. Okay, but if they say identify the type of merger in this particular question or identify the strategic alliance or something like that, then you need to write this answer. Okay, so economic is basically cost कम करना. तो here we'll focus on cost. तो political, basically political, organizational, okay, strategic and economic, these are the reason. But one of the disadvantages basically, if two persons are coming together who are competitor with each other, don't you think my technical know-how will be shared, and because of this my trade secrets will be compromised. Okay, they will come to know how I develop the things, what are my techniques and what are the things as scenario. Therefore this concept comes into picture. So they say there is a big disadvantage that you will be sharing a technical know-how. Now somebody may debate with this, okay, sir, we can have an agreement that you should not use my technical know-how or you should not share my trade secret with other. But at the same time you need to understand one important thing, that a similar standing can be there in India. We are in India where nobody comply with agreements and other things, Malik. Okay. Okay, one question came is political के लिए explain करो. Political means what, sir? Political basically is with respect to, political concept is with respect to your entry into a market where political support is required. Example, I need to start something, okay, in a market, so I require political support. I do think you are already aware, okay, currently government is supporting certain industry, not to all industrialists. So with that industry, political support is there. So if I come with alliance with that a particular entity, don't you think I will also get a political support, Malik? That's it, political support. तो भारत माता की जय. I do think political support is clear, Malik. After that, okay, so मेरे ख्याल से I do think this is a major LDR of your syllabus of chapter 4th. तो chapter 4th में make sure the only main discussion was this expansion strategy with intensification and diversification, and I need to distinguish between this point. Now we are coming with retrenchment. Retrenchment strategy means what? Retrenchment focus on to three elements. What are the three elements, Malik? First element, retrenchment, is turnaround. Second element is divestment, and third element is basically liquidation. Now what is the meaning of turnaround? Turnaround means taking a steps to rectify the things. Okay, rectify the things. Rectify the things matlab, I come to know that my students earlier were 1000, after 1000 they have reduced to 900, now it is reduced to 700. Now I come to know, are bhai, every time students are reducing. What is the reason why the students are leaving me? Okay, so I should have some strategy to rectify and bring back that students again, to win back that students again. That is called turnaround strategy. Okay, after also, okay, example, okay, suppose in this case, in this example, suppose Tata Insurance is there. Tata Insurance is losing the market. Okay, now here Tata Insurance also losing the market. Okay, now they will first employ turnaround. After turnaround also they are still losing the market. Now Tata Group will say divestment. Okay, band kar do. Okay, they will say insurance ko sell karo. Okay, with some other they will say to sell this insurance company to some other company, and the money from insurance company will be used with some other Tata Motors or Tata Steel or Tata Consultant Services. And last concept is liquidation. They will say completely band karo. Liquidation is the one of the worst strategy. Yeah, liquidation can never be a strategy as such. Okay, but to the extent liquidation is harsh for everyone. So there are three strategies of retrenchment. What are the three strategies for retrenchment? Okay, one is turnaround, one is divestment, and one is liquidation. First, you will always try to turn around. Okay, if you are not able to turn around, then you will go with divestment, and then you will go with a liquidation. But make it sure you understand this point clearly. Divestment can happen only if you have multiple products or multiple business. If you don't have a multiple products or multiple business, divestment can never take place, Malik. Divestment means you selling one of the unit. Selling one of the unit is called divestment, Malik. Liquidation means ending whole group or it's one of the business. No, divestment is ending one of the business. अगर मैं बोल रहा हूँ एक business बंद हो रहा है मालिक, या एक product बंद हो रहा है, या एक business बंद हो रहा है, इसको क्या बोलते हैं अपन? If I'm saying one product is not shutting down or one business is shutting down, Tata Insurance is shutting down. Now it is called it is not a liquidation, it is divestment. Tata Group completely shutting down, then it is called a liquidation of an entity. Now, thinking from an organization point of view, different organization may be there. So if there is a same organization or single product is there. Suppose there is an Amit Tated organization and it is selling computers to everyone. Now tell me, okay, in this I become a bankrupt. Okay, turnaround is failed. Now can I do divestment? No, because I am selling only one product. There is only one option, that is called liquidation. In this case, liquidation will be the option. Divestment is the option when the things are there with respect to multiple products. Okay, when we should use the retrenchment strategy, one of the important point, okay, when the company is facing a losses, the net worth is not there, company products are becoming unprofitable, okay, competition is very high, okay, we are over capacity, industry is over capacity, multiple people are there for, okay, strategic management, so I should leave the market, yeah, rather than I should focus on some other element. That is what we need to understand, okay, or whether we have developed a strategy and that is a failed, okay, that is the reason why we should focus on turnaround or something like that. So first question is basically with respect to your characteristics of retrenchment or turnaround. Okay, first point. Yeah, Ragna. Okay, this is again for retrenchment or turnaround, but this is more of divestment. Make sure you understand this very clearly. This is more of divestment. Okay, it's more of divestment. Okay, some of the activities of given business are sell out. Some of the activities are sold out not in turnaround. It is in divestment. Divestment is to be viewed as integral part of corporate strategy. Very important line, Malik. Divestment is to be viewed as integral part of corporate strategy. What does it mean? It means it is not a separate part. It is not a separate part. Means what? Okay, Yani, if I'm doing divestment, I'm getting a money and I will be using in, I will be, see, understand. Okay, my question is very clear. If I do divestment, if I'm doing divestment, am I selling an insurance? Okay, will I get a money from insurance? Answer is yes. If I'm getting a money from insurance, what I will do? Okay, I will be using this money to expand motors or steel like this only ना. तो ये सबसे important point है that divestment is an integral part of corporate strategy. Divestment is an integral part of corporate strategy, Malik. Divestment is an integral part of corporate strategy. Atma clear hai, Malik? Everybody? Okay. Next point. Divestment strategy is also involved redefinition of business. Redefinition because you are changing the business. And divestment should be done when product is obsolete. Okay, the business is becoming unprofitable. Competition is very high. Overcapacity. Failure of existing strategy. Okay, so what are the major reasons why you should go with this point? Okay, similar answer. Management does not want to continue. Yeah, I want to end. Second point. Okay, divestment is the only option to continue. Most important, my business is mismatch. I started with business of restaurant. Okay, I'm into teaching also and restaurant also. Okay, but I failed because there is a business mismatch. Conglomerate mainly. Okay, negative cash flow. Okay, negative cash flow. Go ahead. Severity of competition. Competition ekdam khatam hai. Technological upgrade. Okay, the other companies are going so upgrade, high upgrade, and that is a big problem for me. A better alternative. I am having a good alternative. I can go with a divestment. Now, in this point, there are three types of turnaround strategy, and I do think retrenchment strategy, and I do think you are already aware about the three types. What are the three types of retrenchment? One is turnaround, second is divestment, and one is liquidation. Turnaround, divestment, and liquidation. Atma clear, Malik? So, turnaround strategy, okay, divestment strategy and liquidation. Turnaround means what? I need to turn around. There are always steps on turnaround. First, yaad rakhna, turnaround mein, we need to identify what is the problem with us. We need to identify the root cause of the issue. After identifying root cause of issue, we need to understand whether okay future plan will be viable. Third, we should have an emergency action plan, and based on emergency action plan, we should restructure our business. And based on restructuring our business, I can start. Okay, I can come to the normal. So whenever I say turnaround करने के 5 steps होते हैं हमेशा 5 steps होते हैं turnaround करने के. तो पहला step ये बोलता है सबसे पहले root cause पता करो, identify the cause, what is the reason why you are going for turnaround, cash flow, whatever. Second point, see whether it is viable to go ahead. Okay, if it is viable, it's okay, then we should go turnaround, else we should go with divestment or liquidation. Third point, okay, have your emergency action plan. Emergency action plan मतलब immediately what you should do. Okay, for your employee payment, okay, salary is not paid, what you will do, what you will sell to pay the employee salary and other things. At the same time, your emergency plan, and at the same time, now you need to restructure the business, okay, based on your plan, restructure. And last point, restore to the normal. Now you return to the normal. These are the 5 steps of turnaround. Whenever turnaround question comes, you need to write the 5 steps always. Divestment, I told you already divestment. This is a similar answer which is coming copy paste above. And last point is liquidation. It is an unattractive. Never ever suggest a liquidation. Liquidation should be a last resort. It will be having a major impact. Selling completely a firm, that is called liquidation. So Bharat Mata ki jai. How many types of retrenchment are there? 3. Turnaround, divestment, liquidation. Okay, first I will do turnaround. Okay, turnaround mein how many steps will be there? 5 steps. So 5 steps mein first kya rahega? Identify the cause. Second, see viability. Third, emergency action plan. Fourth, restructure to the norm, restructuring to the restructuring the business. And last point, returning to the normal. Those are the 5 steps. You need to remember this one. Okay, second point is divestment. Divestment, selling of one of the unit, and liquidation, you're already aware. And combination, okay, I do think, okay, ये turnaround है. देख लो ये turnaround का क्या है LDR में. Assessment of current problem. First point, assess करो current problem, root cause पता करो. Second point, analyze the situation and develop a strategic plan, whether it is viable or not. Next point, implement emergency action plan, restructuring business and returning to normal. Make sure this is toward LDR for turnaround. If any question comes from the retrenchment, this is turnaround is very important. And last concept is combination. And last combination is basically, I told you, yani one entity is using expansion also, retrenchment also, and stability also, and whatever. Okay, this is something which you need to understand. This can be happen when organization is large and different businesses will require different types of strategies. That's it. This is with your chapter 4. Okay, so I do think chapter 4 ka concept is clear at your end. Okay, so after chapter 4, I do think chapter 4 is clear, Malik. Sir, is Apple strategy, stability and growth strategy is a example of combination? Yes, Harsh, it's a combination strategy. Apple will always use a combination strategy. Every big organization will be using a combination strategy. For something they will do expansion. Example, for iPad, they have not launched iPad for last 3-4 years. Okay, 3 years almost. Now for iPad, they are using which one? They are using stability. Now they are launching. Now they are going in expansion. But for iPhone, okay, almost in a year basis, they are using expansion. Perfect, Malik. Okay, now after this particular concept, okay, after this particular concept is over, now we are going with your chapter 5. Chapter 5 again is very important. Okay, now I am telling you with respect to chapter 5, one of the biggest problem with chapter 5 is what? Chapter 5 के लिए everybody is confused with cost leadership, differentiation and focus differentiation. तो today just make it clear with a concept. Okay, ये cost leader क्या होता है, focus क्या होता है और differentiation क्या होता है, focus क्या होता है. Okay, तो make sure you will remember this very correctly, Malik. Yes, Malik Shrikant, I will be uploading on YouTube, Malik. Okay. Everybody is understanding the Malik concept? Okay, so everybody is understanding my language and frequency and other things, Malik? No problem with this point, no? Yes, Malik. Tod, Malik. Tod, man. Thanks, man. All good, man. Tod, man. Thanks a lot. But yeah, okay, now please understand chapter 5. Again, a very good candidate for your examination. 8 to 10 marks are from chapter 5 always. Okay, you'll be getting a 2 question for chapter 5. Okay, that for sure. Now please understand chapter 5, how the things goes. In chapter 5, we'll divide this portion into 2 parts. One will understand about the forces. One will understand about the forces and one will understand about the, strategies. Okay. Now please understand, in chapter 4th, we studied the strategy that was corporate level strategy or grand strategies or Gluck or Lawrence strategy. Gluck or Lawrence, the name is given in your module also, book also, Gluck and Lawrence strategy. If I ask you what is the corporate level strategy or what are the grand strategy or what are the Gluck or Lawrence strategy, that is your, 4 points in chapter 4th. In chapter 5, we are using the word that is called Michael Porter. Michael Porter strategies are given in discussing chapter 5. So chapter 5, we are dividing the things into 2 parts. One is forces and second point is strategy. Now first we will discuss the forces, 5 forces model. Okay, now forces means what? Okay, Michael Porter has suggested that whenever you need to understand, whenever you need to decide the business level strategy, always focus on forces which are focusing on competition. How you are competing in market. Okay, yaad rakhna, when we are competing in market, don't focus only on rivalry. Rivalry means competitor. Okay, you think you are competition with only competitor. No. It's not only competitor, which is it's competition. The competition will focus on 5 things. First, they say rival sellers, which I have discussed. Rival sellers, rivalry, competitor, they are definitely a competition. Second point, they say new entrants. If there is a new entrant easy, if there is a easy new entrant, tell me, don't you think competition is very severe? Yes. Okay, if there is a substitute product available, competition is severe. Yes, Malik. If there is a substitute of my product, 100% people may prefer substitute if my cost is more, if my price is more. Okay, so substitute is also a competition for me. Please understand. Okay, no, competition is not my competitor only. Even a new entry, if it is easy, it is a competition for me. If substitute product are available easily, it is a competition for me. If bargaining power of supplier, is there, competition is difficult for me. If bargaining power of buyer is there, it is a competition for me. So there are 5 forces by which Michael Porter says or suggests that you are having competition. What are the 5 forces? Okay, is rivalry. Second is new entry. Third is substitute product. Fourth is bargaining power of supplier. Fifth is buyer bargaining power. These are the 5 forces. Okay, so what Michael Porter suggests, Michael Porter says, if you think only for competitor, you will be having a inadequate analysis. Okay, so your strategy will be bakwas, your strategy will not be good. So to make your business level strategies good, superb, you need to understand, you need to consider these 5 aspects. And you are not required to consider these 5 aspects separately. You are required to consider all 5 aspects together. So it suggests the 3 steps also. What is the steps to determine what competition is like in a given industry? In a given industry, how the competition is there? So they say there are 3 steps. First, identify the specific competitive pressure. Identify, kaun sa tumhare liye hai? Example, there can be a rivalry sellers. But substitutes are not available. There can be a bargaining power of supplier, but bargaining power of buyer is not there. So identify specific competitive pressure. All 5 के लिए specific पता करो. Next point, identify how strong the pressure are. Example, supplier bargaining power is very strong, but buyer bargaining power is very weak. Okay, so they say, okay, in this point you will identify 5 points, five parts which are discussed above. Then you will identify, okay, one part it is strong or weak, second part it is strong or weak, third part it is strong or weak, fourth it is strong or weak, fifth part is strong or weak. Example, these two strong are there, this is moderate, and these three are weak, the last two are weak. Now it says collective strength kya hai? Identify that, and now it is moderate. Are you getting the point? This is something which you need to understand. So they say, okay, so Michael Porter says there are 3 steps to identify the competition in the given market. Sir, our competitor collaborated with supplier. Is it a bargaining power with supplier? It depends. Okay, that is bargaining power of supplier. If my competitor is collaborated with supplier, so it means bargaining power of supplier. I am not getting supplier availability. तो supplier मिल नहीं रहा है ना मुझे, तो इसके लिए पॉइंट रहेगा. ओके सर, इफ बायर बार्गेनिंग पावर इज वीक, ओके इट इज ए फेवरेबल कंडीशन. यस, ये all if supplier bargaining power, if buyer bargaining, you can't bargain with me. Okay, my price is MRP for product is 10,000. You can't bargain only. If you say sir please give it 9,500, make you get out. Okay, नहीं होएगा. Okay, now this is what bargaining power of buyer is not there. So to have a bargaining power of buyer, okay, bargaining power of buyer means, okay, this is what exactly you should understand. Suppose Harsh is coming and Harsh is saying, I am having 5 students together, sir. Okay, 5 students, I want a product. Okay, now this becomes a bargaining power of buyer because now he can ask for discount. That is what exactly they suggest you to understand. So these are the 5 forces we need to understand with respect to the bargaining power and other things. Atma clear? Atma means Saul. Everybody clear? Now, okay, now how many competition pressures are there? How many pressures are there? There are total 5 pressures. You have already understood. There are 5 pressures. Okay, in 5 pressure, you have 2 separate questions. Anyway, 5 pressure have been explained in below that. Okay, so all 5 pressure have been discussed here. But understand everything very clearly. First point is threat of new entrant. Threat of new entrant means, okay, what are the basically new entry? If new entry is easy in the market, it will be difficult to sustain in the environment or market. If in my market, okay, if new entries are very more, बहुत आसानी से new entry हो रहा है, तो definitely ये market का जो profit है वो निकल जाएगा मालिक. And this is a big challenge for me. So therefore, they say there should be a barriers for new entry, and that is what they have discussed. This can be an LDR question, this can be an examination question. This has been asked recently also in last attempt, but it is again an LDR. This question is always an LDR. What are the common barriers for an entry? Okay, if I need to prevent an entry, okay, nobody should enter in the market very easily. What are the barriers? First point is capital requirement. Pharma company, very huge capital requirement is there. Nobody can enter easily. Second point, economies of scale. What is the economies of scale? Economies of scale means, okay, my cost is very reduced. I'm leader in cost. It is very difficult for me, okay, to sustain. I'm dealing with a very low cost. Example, I'm manufacturing a pen at 2 rupees and I'm selling at 10. Now, if you reduce the price, I can reduce at 2 rupees also. Your manufacturing cost is 5 rupees. That is called economies of scale, Malik. Third point is product differentiation. My product is different only from altogether different person. Example, I do think you understood now how my teaching is, and it is different from the other person, that for sure. Okay, what other person can teach and I can teach, this is called product differentiation. That is what, okay, this is what a barrier for other people to enter into market. Next point, switching cost. Okay, to switch is again a cost. Operating system, Microsoft, okay, to switch to another operating system is a big challenge because everybody is using that. WhatsApp is again a switching cost. Telegram we are using, but it is not used by everyone across. बिकॉज एवरीबडी इज एडेप्टेबल टू व्हाट्सएप. तो व्हाट्सएप के लिए अगर कोई नया व्हाट्सएप आने वाला है उसको स्विचिंग कॉस्ट बहुत ज्यादा लगेगा. Next point, brand identity. Jaguar, I'm having Jaguar XJL, man. Jaguar brand identity. I don't want any other BMW, Mercedes. No, man. I'm interested in Jaguar or Jeep Wrangler. That is brand identity. Next point, access to distribution channel. Okay, Parle-G, Maggie. So much of distribution channel across India. I can sell anything. Okay, possibility of aggressive retaliation. Okay, example. Right now, this is basically where I can aggressively retaliate the competitor. Again, if you are aware, okay, this can be basically a point, but you are already aware, okay, what happened with the Congress and BJP. Okay, in 2015, you are already aware what is the image of Congress because there was an aggressive retaliation from BJP. Okay, so you are already aware that BJP का कैसे concept होता था. BJP was aggressively retaliating. Okay, it means, okay, if you are aware, their videos were there for Rahul Gandhi. Do you think Rahul Gandhi himself has promoted their videos? No, this is nothing but aggressive retaliation. There would be some particular person or from IT team, they would be doing this. This is called aggressive retaliation. Competitor को इतना खराब कर दो कि भाई competitor out. Okay, no new entry. The other person is very challenging task to enter into this market. अरे पॉलिटिकल में किधर घुसने का यार, वो पहले से उसकी बैंड बजा रहा है. दिस इज समथिंग विच यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. कॉमन बैरियर, एवरीबडी क्लियर विद कॉमन बैरियर. तो आई डू थिंक 7 पॉइंट्स कॉमन बैरियर इजी है. कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट, इकोनॉमिक्स ऑफ स्केल, प्रोडक्ट डिफरेंशिएशन, स्विचिंग कॉस्ट, ब्रांड आइडेंटिटी, एक्सेस टू डिफरेंशिएशन, चैनल्स, पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ एग्रेसिव रिटेलिएशन. Bargaining power of buyer. When buyer can bargain with me, when Harsh can bargain with me, three things: when he have a full knowledge of the product, second, he can spend lot of money, big buyers, multiple buyers, 10 persons are there with him. Next point, the product is not critical to the buyer. Okay, he say चल ना नहीं purchase भी किया तो चलता है. I can live without that particular product. Okay, these are the three things when buyer can bargain with me. Buyer can bargain with me. Everybody clear? तो buyer bargaining power समझ में आया मालिक? Bargaining power of buyer, everybody clear? Okay, same logic. What is the bargaining power of supplier? Same logic. Product is crucial to the buyer. यानी if for me the product is crucial, तो supplier will bargain with me. There is a high switching cost. Okay, मतलब ये supplier से दूसरे supplier के पास जाना is very difficult for me. Okay, difficult. So supplier can bargain with me यार. Okay, then supplier are more concentrated. Yani example, I don't know at your Kerala or something like that, but in Mumbai, what happened? Mumbai or Pune, okay, there is a rickshaw stand, auto rickshaw stand. Okay, and everybody are milke kaam karte hai. And one person says, I will be charging you 100 rupees. Okay, and I say it will require only 50 rupees. Okay, no other auto wala will come. Now this is nothing but they are concentrated than buyers. Yani everybody has made the group, creating a monopoly. That is nothing but bargaining power of supplier. Okay, how this is your bargaining power of supplier. Okay, bargaining power of supplier के बाद now you come, that is called nature of rivalry in the industry. Okay, what is the nature of rivalry in industry? Okay, the example. Okay, how your industry competition is there, competitor. First, if there is an industry leader, tell me if there is an industry leader, nobody will reduce the price because industry leader is there. Okay, so price reduce करना, price war करना is a big challenge in industry leader. Price war समझ में आ रहा है? Price war. I will reduce the price, he will reduce the price, he will reduce the price, he will reduce the price. But if he is a leader, okay, I am out of the market, that for sure. Second, if number of competitors are more, even if there is an industry leader, but if competitors are more, okay, price war will happen. Fixed cost, if I am already incurring a very good fixed cost, okay, I am incurring a very high fixed cost, okay, I will use the optimum capacity scale, I will manufacture more product, so I can sell that product at a very, once my BPE is, break even point, BEP is recovered, okay, what I will do, I will sell all product at a variable cost only, why I will charge fixed cost into that particular product, I can reduce the product cost. Competitor ka point. Exit barriers. If there is a barrier in exit, yani I can't leave the industry very easily. I am having a machinery and other things. I can't leave this industry very easily. Now this is a big problem for rivalry in the industry. Product differentiation. If my product is different, okay, your product is different, it will definitely have an impact on rivalry. And most important, slow growth. If slow growth of what? Industry. If industry is having a slow growth, the profit is reduced. Okay, see, if industry is having a growth, good growth, the profit will be there, Malik. Okay, but if industry is having a slow growth, the profit will be reduced. Now, what we will be doing? We'll be fighting for each other profits, Malik. That's it. This is your fourth point. Bharat Mata ki jai. Okay, rivalry. And last point, threat of substitutes. You're already aware. Okay, so you need to understand how substitute can have an impact on you. That's it. This is what your 5 forces will be there. Hopefully, you get one question on this. Okay, so what are the 3 types of question can be there? First question can be there. What are the 5 forces? You need to have 5 forces here. Second concept is there. Okay, the common barriers of entry. Third point is rivalry in the industry. Okay, sir, exit barrier ka example. The exit barrier means example. Okay, मैं plastic manufacturing industry में हूँ, where I am having a machine. Okay, the machine is of 10 crore. Okay, but 10 crore ka machine. Now I want to stop this plastic manufacturing. But this 10 crore ka machine, if I want to sell, okay, it will be fetching only 20 lakhs. Okay, so why I will leave with this industry? Okay, rather than I will survive, I will manufacture. Even if I am loss making, then also I will manufacture because 10 crore ka 20 lakhs is nothing, not worth na Malik. Are you getting the point? Exit barrier. It's a difficult. Harsh, samajh mein aaya? I do think everybody understood this point. Now we are focusing on business level strategies, Malik. Okay, now business level strategies, who have explained this? This is explained by Michael Porter. Now what are the business level strategies? So let's discuss this business level strategies very clearly. Okay, let me give you a first example of business level strategy and then I will discuss this all point with you. Everybody with me, everybody with me now. Okay, next 10 minutes, your particular chapter will top over. Now business level strategies are of 3 parts. One is cost leader, okay, one is cost leader, one is differentiation, and one is focus. And in focus also there are 2 points. One is focus cost leader, and one is focus differentiation. Listen carefully. Okay, when I say cost leader in industry, what is the meaning of cost leader? Okay, sabse sasta in industry. In industry is giving a low cost. Make sure you understand very clearly. I'm selling my product one of the lowest in cost because I am having my skills. I'm having my experience. I'm having a more volume. वॉल्यूम में मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कर रहा हो, प्रोडक्शन जबरदस्त होता है और वो उसकी वजह से कॉस्ट कम हो रहा है, एंड देन आई कैन अचीव ए कॉस्ट लीडर. बट मेक श्योर व्हेन आई एम डिस्कसिंग अबाउट ऑल दिस थ्री स्ट्रेटजी, व्हेन आई से आई एम ए कॉस्ट लीडर, आई शुड हैव ए गुड मार्केट शेयर. Without market share, example, if I'm having only 1% of market share, okay, and some other person is having 30% or 40% of market share, now it is not called a cost leader. Okay, please understand. एक example समझिए, A and B. Okay, A and B is having 90% of market share and A is having a 10% of market share. B is selling at 50 rupees that product and A is selling at 30 rupees that product. Now if you say cost leader, sir, A will be cost leader. Abey, no man. A is not a cost leader because this market does not require a cost leaders. This market is differentiation, charging a premium amount. Yani B will be selling something very unique and people are preferring B over A. So this market is not cost leader. तो cost leader समझ में आ रहा है? So cost leader के लिए, okay, if I want to make this cost leader, I want to switch this point. If I say 90% with A and 10% with B, now this will be a concept of cost leader. Now this is the concept of cost leader. Now A is a cost leader because this market is preferring lower cost. This market is preferring lower cost. It is not focusing only on quality. And this cost is reduced on what basis? Okay, economies of scale. Okay, manufacturing at mass production. Okay, achieving a cost saving technique, that is called cost leader. आत्मा समझ में आया? Everybody cost leader understood पहला point cost leader. तो when I say cost leader, he is giving a very lower cost in industry. Second point, differentiation. Okay, differentiation means what? He is different from other. He is charging a premium price. He is different from other. Now in differentiation, there are three differentiation, Malik. Three bases of differentiation. What are the three bases of differentiation, Malik? Okay, three bases of differentiation. One is product differentiation. One is product differentiation. One is price differentiation. And one is, okay, organization differentiation. Please understand, product differentiation, price differentiation, organization differentiation. What are the three difference as such? Okay, if customer is preferring me over a features of the product, it is called product differentiation. Example, okay, Jaguar and BMW. Okay, I am preferring Jaguar because Jaguar is having more features than BMW. Okay, now I selected Jaguar because of product differentiation. Understood this logic? Okay, but Jaguar and BMW is having same feature and BMW is lowest in cost. I prefer BMW. Now this is called price differentiation. Yani you are charging premium price, but based on price, you selected the other product. That is called price differentiation. Are you getting the point? Price differentiation. Basis. Why customer is selecting you? Because there is a price differentiation. Why customer is selecting you? Because there is a price differentiation. And third point is organization. When anything does not fit into first two, then last point is organization differentiation. Are you getting the point? Last point is organization differentiation. So product, price, organization. Okay, example, sir. Example. Okay, BMW and Jaguar both are having same price, both are having same product. But Jaguar, I want a pride feeling of Jaguar. Now this is called organization differentiation. This is called organization differentiation. Okay, Parle-G biscuit is cost leader. Parle-G biscuit is cost leader. Hide and seek can be a differentiation concept. आत्मा समझने की कोशिश करो मालिक. Everybody clear है? याद रखना मालिक. Cost leader बनने के लिए शेयर भी मेजर होना चाहिए. Yes मालिक, ये तो मैंने आपको बताया ना चेतना जी. वो अरे इसमें अपन जब डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, we need a share then only. अरे because cost leader बनने के लिए you require a high capacity of manufacturing. You need a volume, then only you can reduce the cost. Na, if volume is there, then cost can be reduced मालिक. So cost leader के लिए you require a volume, you require a majority of share. Okay, differentiation. Everybody understood differentiation? What are the three parts of differentiation, Malik? Product, price, and organization. Okay, suppose if I say, okay, Jaguar, BMW. Suppose you are in Kerala, one of the location in Kerala. Okay, suppose in one of the location in Kerala, Kochi. Okay, suppose in Kochi, Jaguar showroom is not there and BMW showroom is there. Okay, BMW showroom is there, Jaguar showroom is not there. Okay, now Jaguar and BMW features are same, price is same, but because BMW showroom is there in Kochi, you purchase BMW from Kochi. Okay, so you didn't come to Mumbai to purchase Jaguar. Now this is called organization differentiation. I do think now the things tod clear, Malik. Bharat Mata ki jai. Every clear? Because next wala is very important point. Okay, the first two, please understand, first two may, it is basically with your mass market. First two are basically with market. There is no concept of narrow. Okay, this is a broad market. First two is about broad market, broad. You are not doing any narrow. Broad market. Now in this focus, we are doing a narrow market. Now what is the meaning of narrow market? And understand this thing very clearly, because many students get confused in focus differentiation. So make it sure you understand this clearly. Now when I say focus means I am focusing only on one niche, one narrow market, that's it. That is called focus differentiation. Okay, focus differentiation, niche market, narrow market. Atma clear hai? Okay, that is called focus differentiation. In focus differentiation, I need to understand there are two concepts. One is focus cost leader and one is focus differentiation. Focus cost leader means what? what? Okay, I am not giving सबसे सस्ता in industry. If I am giving सबसे सस्ता in industry, I am cost leader. If I am giving सबसे सस्ता in industry, I am cost leader. Example, Tata Nano is cost leader. I am giving सबसे सस्ता in industry. Tata Nano is cost leader, Malik. Tata Nano is cost leader, Malik. I am giving सबसे सस्ता in industry, that is called cost leader. आत्मा clear है? Cost leader. आत्मा done. Cost leader का concept. But Tata Nano is giving सबसे सस्ता in industry, that is called cost leader. But okay, now here, okay, BMW and Jaguar. Please listen carefully. Okay, BMW and Jaguar. Okay, Jaguar. Now please give me an answer. Give me a good answer now. I am waiting for the answer. Okay, Jaguar and BMW. BMW is lowest in cost. Therefore, you are preferring BMW. This is what? BMW is lowest in cost and therefore you are preferring BMW, okay, compared to Jaguar. Now this is what? This is differentiation based on price. This is differentiation. Focus nahi hai. This is differentiation based on price. This is differentiation. Everybody clear na? Perfect. Everybody, I require answer this one, because I will be explaining something. Okay, so I do think, samajh mein aaya Malik? Now because of this, what Jaguar did, Jaguar reduced the price compared to BMW. Now Jaguar reducing the price compared to BMW, but it is not reducing lower in industry. This is called focus cost leader. Are you getting the point? Okay, I am not a lower in industry, but I am lower with some of the competitor or some of the person. I am reducing the price. Okay, I am not becoming a cost leader in the industry, but I am reducing my cost compared to one of the particular identity. So Jaguar reduce the price. Okay, please understand what I am asking you. The question एकदम कम समझने को, एकदम अच्छे से समझने को करो. If I say, okay, you are preferring BMW, okay, over Jaguar because of price. Okay, the answer is differentiation strategy based on price. Now I am asking you a counterpoint. Now what Jaguar did? Jaguar reduced its price. Okay, because of okay, BMW. BMW से reduce किया price. Now this the answer will not be differentiation. The answer will be focus strategy used by Jaguar, and that is called focus cost leader. Focus strategy by focus cost leader. आत्मा समझ में आ रहा है? Everybody. Give me an answer. Everyone पक्का समझ में आ रहा है? This you understood, Malik? Okay. Now this is one of the biggest problem when you understand with focus differentiation. Now focus differentiation, what you will get confused, मालूम क्या? In focus differentiation, now you will think in the same way. If I am a Jaguar, okay, and give me a good answer. If I am a Jaguar and BMW, you are selecting Jaguar on feature. You are selecting Jaguar on feature. Now this strategy is you are selecting Jaguar on feature. Okay, this is differentiation based on product. Perfect, Malik. Differentiation based on product. Understood? Now please understand. Okay, if BMW is modifying the feature, okay, and increasing the feature compared to Jaguar. Now please don't write focus differentiation. It is differentiation only, Malik. It is differentiation only. It is not focus differentiation, because it is differentiation based on product. Focus cost leader is very conceptual point that I am trying to reduce the cost compared to you. I am trying to cost reduce. But focus differentiation is not that I am improving my features than you. If I am improving my features than you, it is a differentiation. It is a product differentiation. Then what is focus differentiation, sir? Focus differentiation means I am reducing or restricting the market. Restricting the market. Then it is called a focus differentiation. Focus differentiation. Understand the example. Okay, Jaguar says, वापस मैं बोल रहा हूँ, please understand this example very clearly. Jaguar says, I will sell only to, okay, right now Jaguar can be purchased by anybody, na Malik? So it is a broad market. Okay, it's broad market. Features are good and everything, broad market. Jaguar says, anybody who is having an income of 10 crore and more, they only can purchase the Jaguar. Now, okay, the market is narrow. They reduce the market size. They are narrowing the market. Now, this is called focus differentiation. Are you getting the concept, Malik? Aram se multiple example. I will give you example. This here examples are only required because this case study comes. Example से clear होना चाहिए और mark कसम तोड़ clear होना चाहिए. तो focus differentiation क्या होगा? और focus differentiation is basically चल. Okay, please understand. Focus differentiation is nothing to do with feature. अगर मैं तुमसे बेहतरीन feature लेके आता हूँ तो it is a differentiation product वाला ही. But if I am restricting the channel, restricting the market, then it is called focus differentiation. Okay, so sir, come again with respect to multiple example. I am coming again with respect to multiple example. Please understand this example very clearly. Okay, understand very clearly. Okay, I am selling a mobile across India. I am selling a mobile across India. Anywhere I can sell this mobile, and this mobile is having good features. Apple iPhone. Now this is called differentiation, because a feature, product differentiation. Are you getting the point? Okay, but Apple iPhone says now you will get iPhone 14 only online, only online, only online. Only online. Now they are restricting the market. Now this is called focus differentiation. Focus differentiation. Please understand. I am giving a good feature compared to other. That is called differentiation. But I will say online hi milega. Okay, sir. Example. Okay, Amit Tated say if you want to study from Amit Tated, he will teach only in Mumbai. Nowhere else. Nowhere else. I will only teach in Mumbai. Now this is called a concept of focus differentiation. Restricting the market, restricting the customer. आराम से मोनोपोली क्रिएट करना, फोकस डिफरेंशिएशन काइंड ऑफ थिंग. मोनोपोली क्रिएट करना और डिमांड को इंक्रीज करना. ओके, नीश मार्केट है, डिमांड को इंक्रीज करना मतलब नीश मार्केट है. मार्केट इज मैच्योर्ड इनफ, आई कैन फोकस ऑन नीश मार्केट डायरेक्टली. Okay, so please do understand this thing. Okay, example, I am a airline industry. Listen carefully, multiple example. I am a airline industry. Okay, I am giving very sasta. Okay, Vistara is giving very low cost fare for you. Now tell me, Vistara is cost leader. Understood? Okay, now example, okay, the Jet Airways, which is not there. Jet Airways is giving you best seats, best comfort, best food. They are charging a premium price, best everything. Okay, which is very unique. Now this is called differentiation, product differentiation. Atma samajh mein aaya? Atma understood? Okay, now Indigo is comparatively reducing price compared to Indigo is comparatively reducing the price related to Jet Airways. Now it is called focus cost leader because it is comparative at that point. Atma samjha? It is called focus cost leader. Okay, now tell me, if Indigo is bringing the same feature, same seat, sofa seat, Indigo is bringing sofa seat. Okay, now tell me, Indigo is bringing sofa seat. Okay, it's differentiation. It is not focus differentiation, it is differentiation. Compared to Jet Airways also, doesn't matter, it is a differentiation. Atma clear? But now Indigo says, okay, my flight can be taken only by a rich class who is having net worth of 25 crore. Net worth of 25 crore. Now this is called focus differentiation. Focus differentiation. Sales I am restricting. Okay, MI initially was there, Realme was there, you are aware. But let wo example mein mat ghuso. Understand this example from my point of view now. Okay, understood Malik? Okay, so market को narrow करना is nothing but a focus differentiation. I do think समझ में सब आ रहा है. Okay, now example, let understand. Okay, I am a first cry company which is manufacturing product for small babies. I am first cry, okay, which is manufacturing product for small babies, which is very high price, and features are very good. Which is differentiation. समझा? Now here don't tell me narrow market हो गया sir. Narrow market हो गया. Baby, it is only for baby na sir. Baby narrow market sir, only for baby. Abe they are developing for baby only, so they will develop for only baby na. Are you getting the point? Okay, that be example. Amit Tated is teaching only intermediate or CA foundation, inter final only. It doesn't mean Amit Tated is teaching in narrow market. Narrow market कब करना है आपको? Babies में भी. Okay, the example, first cry is selling for babies. Okay, it's very expensive product, but they are selling only online. Now tell me, only online. Offline stores are not available. Now this is called focus differentiation. Bharat Mata ki jai. I do think you are getting the point. If I am manufacturing I'm a shoe company. I am manufacturing a shoes for old age person. Doesn't matter. Now it is not narrow market. Narrow market मतलब समझ में आ रहा है? Narrow market means समझ में आ रहा है? Narrow market means it is with sales channel. Restricting the people, okay, which would be available to everyone. This is one of the biggest confusion. Many times you will tell your answer, you will think that it is differentiation, but it will be focus differentiation, or you will think it is focus differentiation, but it will be differentiation. You need to understand very clearly. If I say feature is very tod, khatam, answer is differentiation. Don't put a point. Focus cost का example is very simple. Example, okay, the Apple क्या कर रहा है? Samsung से सस्ता कर रहा है. Apple is reducing the cost from Samsung. Okay, सबसे lowest cost is MI. Example बोल रहा हूँ, lowest cost is MI in industry. But Apple is reducing the cost from Samsung. Now it is. Apple is reducing the cost from Samsung. Now it is. Okay, focus cost leader. Focus cost leader मतलब, see, understand. Industry में सबसे सस्ता. Okay, cost leader. सबसे अलग differentiation. इससे सस्ता कर रहा हूँ. इंडस्ट्री में सबसे सस्ता नहीं, इससे सस्ता. Focus cost leader. इससे अलग नहीं, इससे अलग में मत करना. इससे अलग रहा तो डिफरेंशिएशन ही है. बट हाँ, दिस अवेलेबिलिटी विल बी रेस्ट्रिक्टेड टू दिस पॉइंट. Okay, if I'm preparing a chappals, I'm preparing a Hawaii chappals for old age people. Now it is not focus differentiation, it is differentiation only. Okay, if I'm preparing a chappal for old age person, it is for old age person only, na. But how I'm making available to old age person, that will decide focused differentiation. If I am saying, okay, this particular old age chappal will be available only in one store, not everywhere. Now this strategy will be beta focused differentiation. I do think everybody tod clear, Malik, now. Totally clear with all things. Baki to you need to retro the answer. Baki conceptually, the major problem is I do think you understood. The major problem we always get a problem with differentiation and focus differentiation. Okay, so make sure you understand very clearly. एकदम तोड़ वैसे मालिक. भारत माता की जय. बढ़िया मालिक. तो एक थम्स अप मालिक, तोड़ मालिक तोड़. आई डू थिंक सबको अच्छे से समझ में आ गया, बिकॉज यू अंडरस्टूड दिस कॉन्सेप्ट. द आंसर रिमेंबरेंस इज नॉट डिफिकल्ट चैलेंजिंग टास्क. इट्स नॉट एट ऑल चैलेंज मालिक. भारत माता की जय. परफेक्ट मालिक. तो कमिंग बैक टू द आंसर्स एंड वी कैन क्लोज इट आउट मालिक. तोड़ मालिक. बढ़िया मालिक. ओके, तो फर्स्ट पॉइंट, ओके, फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज बेसिकली कॉस्ट लीडर. विल लेट कंप्लीट इट फटाफट एज सून एज पॉसिबल विद रिस्पेक्ट टू दिस पॉइंट. ओके, इट इज द लोएस्ट कॉस्ट कॉम्पिटिटिव स्ट्रैटेजी. ओके, आई एम डिस्कसिंग ए कॉस्ट लीडर. ओके, दैट एम्स एट ए ब्रॉड मास मार्केट एंड इट रिक्वायर्स मास प्रोडक्शन विच रिड्यूस cost in areas of procurement, production, storage and distribution of product. ठीक है मालिक. ओके, कॉस्ट लीडर में क्या चाहिए? फोरकास्ट द डिमांड, बिकॉज वॉल्यूम चाहिए. सेकंड पॉइंट, ऑप्टिमम यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज, अचीविंग इकोनॉमीज ऑफ स्केल. ओके, आई माई कॉस्ट रिड्यूसिंग, आई एम रिड्यूसिंग द कॉस्ट. स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स, जितना स्टैंडर्डाइज होगा उतना कॉस्ट कम होगा मालिक. Okay, invest in cost saving techniques and technologies. Okay, cost saving technologies and resistant to differentiation. Yani you need to resist yourself from differentiation. Huh? If you go with a differentiation, your cost will increase. So don't increase the cost. Resist with differentiation, Malik. Aim at broad mass market. हर्ष भाई अभी इतने देर समझाया. Aim at broad market मतलब क्या होता है? मेरे को आप लोग बताइए यार, प्लीज. अभी आप लोग बताइए. What is meaning of broad market? I explained last. Broad and narrow market last from half an hour. ब्रॉड मार्केट एंड नैरो मार्केट मतलब क्या? नैरो मतलब क्या? नैरो मतलब चैनल को रेस्ट्रिक्ट करना. दैट इज कॉल्ड नैरो. आई एक्सप्लेन दैट ओनली ना. नैरो मतलब क्या? ब्रॉड मीन्स आई एम नॉट रेस्ट्रिक्टिंग एनी चैनल. इट इज अवेलेबल एवरीवेयर. इट इज अवेलेबल एवरीवेयर. ओके, दैट इज कॉल्ड ब्रॉड मास मार्केट. इट इज अवेलेबल एवरीवेयर. आत्मा समझा? आई डू थिंक अंडरस्टूड मालिक. तोड़ मालिक. बढ़िया. तो Sir, resist to differentiation. Let me give you a clear idea for resist to differentiation. Okay, if you are a cost leader, example Tata Nano. Tata Nano is cost leader. Now help me out how Tata Nano has reduced the cost of its car. Okay, because by optimizing the scale, whatever they have invested, standardization in products, cost saving technologies and other things. But what they did, okay, they have not removed the tire. They are not saying take a car. Okay, you want to purchase tire separately. You need to purchase steering wheel separately. You need to purchase wiper separately, or use your hand with a wiper. Understood? Okay, so understand. Okay, so they will give all basic things. Now, when you purchase a Tata Nano, you say, okay, you say to Tata, "Arey Tata, your reverse camera is not given. I want a reverse camera." Now, if you say like this, now it is differentiation. Reverse camera is differentiation quality. Now, if you ask anything from Tata like this, so Tata will add on and increase the cost. So this cost leader should resist itself from differentiation. They should understand what is the basic requirement and what is the differentiation. So what is the basically required, they should provide that. Okay, so what is the differentiation, they can ignore it out. So Bharat Mata ki jai. I do think समझ में आया मालिक? Okay, perfect. Advantages of cost leader. Okay, and if you remember the advantages, these are the 5 points which we understood in earlier part. Okay, five competitive pressure. What are the 5 competitive pressure? First point, what is the advantage? Rivalry. Cost leader में rivalry होगा ही नहीं. Reason simple है, you are cost leader. Second point, buyers. अरे no, how you will bargain? रे, I am सबसे सस्ता. Okay, how you will bargain? Supplier. Okay, I am taking a volume from supplier, so I will bargain from supplier, na? Because I am manufacturing a very high point. And new entry. Why you will enter into this market where I am giving सबसे सस्ता only? You will not be able to cope up. Substitute. Why you will prefer substitute if it is सबसे सस्ता यार? Are you getting the point? This is advantages. Yani all advantages of cost leader and advantages of differentiation is something what you need to understand. 5 competitive pressure only. The only thing is masala you should remember. Masala means content. Content I explained you in this lecture also. मतलब अभी right now in 5 minutes, last 2 minutes I explained this content here. Disadvantage of cost leader. Answer is yes, disadvantages are there. First point, long term में competitor में also focus on cost leader. Okay, this will be done only if you have a sales volume. If you don't have a sales volume, you are gone. You need to not advertise, because if you advertise, okay, you do R&D, you advertise, okay, your cost will increase. So you need to resist yourself from advertising, okay, the R&D and other things. In long term, you will fail because nobody will remember you. And last point, technological changes will be a great threat to a cost leader. Okay, it is a great threat to a cost leader, Malik. It's a big problem here, Malik. Atma done. तो भारत माता की जय. I do think everybody clear with this particular concept. तो भारत माता की जय. I do think छिपा everybody understood. तोड़ Malik. Okay, so 4 points we have understood with cost leader. Second point, next point is differentiation strategy. Differentiation strategy we have discussed, and again the strategy is aimed at broad mass market. Understood अभी broad mass market. Broad mass market. Harsh clear ना? Broad mass market understood. They are not restricting channels. Broad mass market मतलब where they are selling. Now broad mass market should not be interpreted like this, sir. It is not available in US and then. Array, broad mass market means where everyone is available. Okay, he is available. If I am available here also, online, it is means broad mass market, na? Okay, I am available physically also, I am available in virtual also, that means broad mass market. But example, I am not available physically in Kerala, so it doesn't mean it is restricting the point. Okay, I am available somewhere in other form. तो मैं अरे यस कंफ्यूज ओवर वर्ड समझ में आ गया, बट अंडरस्टूड ना. एवरीबडी क्लियर विद ब्रॉड मास मार्केट, एंड आगे इन फोकस विल बी नैरो मार्केट. बट हाउ इट इज नैरो, आई डू थिंक यू आर वेरी क्लियर नाउ. अभी क्लियर होना चाहिए, और यू शुड चेक, यू शुड वॉच दिस लेक्चर अगेन, मालिक. The uniqueness can be associated with product design, brand image, features, technology, okay, dealer, customer service. Okay, and you are all basis of differentiation. I explained this very clearly. I don't think so. मेरे को explain करने की जरूरत है. Okay, everybody is तोड़ clear with this one. तोड़ मालिक, भारत माता की जय. And I am happy when everybody understand. मेरे ख्याल से अभी आपको बहुत सारी चीज़ें आसानी. I do think okay, मतलब this last 2.5 hours we have spent. इट इज़ डेफिनेटली मतलब ऑलमोस्ट अपन ने 50% कंटेंट ओवर किया है, 50-55% ओवर किया कंटेंट. ओके, सो आई डू थिंक मतलब यू आर कंफर्टेबल विद द कंटेंट, यू गॉट द नॉलेज, यू आर कंफर्टेबल विद द फ्लो ऑफ द आंसर एंड अदर थिंग्स, एंड आई एम क्लियरली बेस्ड ऑन मॉड्यूल. सो तोड़ मालिक, तोड़ रिचार्ज रही है मालिक. ओके, अचीविंग डिफरेंशिएशन स्ट्रैटेजी. ओके, तोड़ मालिक, अचीविंग डिफरेंशिएशन स्ट्रैटेजी. बढ़िया मालिक, बढ़िया, गुड मालिक, गुड. क्रिस्टल क्लियर. मतलब आई डू थिंक यू आर हैप्पी, मतलब यू आर इन्वेस्टिंग ए टाइम, यू आर गेटिंग ए वर्थ ऑफ दैट टाइम. दैट्स व्हाट माय कंटेंट इज. ओके, दैट आफ्टर इन्वेस्टिंग सो मच ऑफ टाइम, see, investing this time earlier, 3 months back, 4 months back, the things are different. But investing time when the examination is only 15 days, but having a control over the subject, okay, I do think now getting a grip over the subject. Okay, now you can click at least with respect to fast track and other things. Okay, achieving differentiation strategy. How differentiation strategy can be achieved? First of all, okay, you need to understand customer taste and preference. What customer like, you need to understand that. Without that, you can't go with differentiation. Second, you should evaluate the performance of the product. Okay, performance of the product should need to be evaluated, whether you like it or not. If you didn't like it, I need to rectify the things. Okay, high quality product I need to give. Okay, I need to have a rapid product innovation. I told you in cost leader, you are not required to have innovation. If you go with innovation, the cost will be very high. Taking steps to enhance image and brand value, because brand value can be one of the reason why people are preferring you. Jaguar, I purchased Jaguar XJL only because of that only, Malik. Brand, it was only brand. Otherwise, yeah, everything which is available in Jaguar XJL was available in BMW X7. But Jaguar, it's worth investing with the brand, man. Jaguar. Okay, that's fine. Fixing a product price is based on unique features. Unique features should be there. Unique should be there. Something different. Again, what are the advantages? The same answer, head point the same, what we have discussed in earlier point. Masala will be different. What is the masala here? Rivalry. Nobody will compete with you because your features are different, yaar. You are having a differentiation point. Buyer, okay, why he will bargain? Okay, I will pay extraordinary money. If I am spending 1.5 CR on a car, I will not think about 1 lakh more, na? Okay, buyer will not bargain. Supplier, okay, even supplier bargain, the amount will be absorbed, okay, by the buyer point. Yeah, amount is very high. Don't worry, supplier, you will get a good amount. New entry is very difficult because you are giving a something different, different point. Substitutes, okay, because if you are investing, if public require Jaguar, okay, nobody will go on substitute, Malik, substitute, okay. So competitor can copy our strategy. Can it be prevented by patent? Okay, even if you have a patent, okay, but I told you, okay, this we have discussed in strategic alliance also, that even if you have a patent and other things or agreement, it is a big challenge. Okay, if to fight in India, okay, so when they copy the study, they will modify something, na? If example, right now this book is I copied from ICA, but ICA I modified something, na? Okay, so but content is from ICA, I will take from ICA only, na? but I modified. Now this is not be having an impact on copyright, na? Okay, this will prevent me for copyright. Okay, even I will prove the content I modified in some to some extent, but I've filtered with this particular sequence, Malik. Okay, that's it. And disadvantage in long term, uniqueness is difficult to sustain. Next point, charging too high price for differentiated features may cause customer to switch of another alternative, and differentiation fails, okay, if not valued by customer. That's what altogether concept goes on. Okay, long term may uniqueness, you are unique now, but some other may copy and your uniqueness will go. Okay, customer may switch to other alternative if the amount is very high, and differentiation they may not understand. अरे यार Jaguar ठीक है ना, छोड़ना Jaguar की जगह will have okay, Skoda ना. Okay, that's okay. Next point is focus, and I do think focus, you understood the keyword. Everybody, Harsh, please focus on this. Okay, a successful focus strategy depends on industry segment that is sufficient size, has good growth potential. Market penetration, market development are strategies which used in along with focus. Focus strategies are most effective when consumers have distinctive preference and requirement, when rival firms are not attempting to specialize in the same target market segment. Okay, then focus cost leader and focus differentiation. याद रखना, here main word is which market? Narrow. Now my question is, okay, focus cost leader समझा? Focus cost leader is सबसे सस्ता? No. Okay, but comparatively सस्ता. And focus differentiation is, okay, I'm restricting the market. Understood na? If I am manufacturing something for old babies, small babies only, now this is not a narrow market. Okay, this is what we need to understand very clearly. Okay, sales channel, we can use the word, but market should be reduced. Okay, sales channel. Okay, sales, I'm restricting the sales to only specific users. Example, okay, I am a airline industry and I am restricting only that high-fi people can only net worth 50 crore. Now it is focused differentiation. Are you getting the point? This is what we need to understand. Achieving focus strategy, you need to understand a specific niche. Niche मतलब specific market. Narrow market है क्या वो समझना पड़ेगा ना. Okay, superior skills should be there. Okay, different should be there. High efficiencies, so the cost can be focused on. Innovative ways should be there. Okay, and advantages are there. You can charge a premium prices. Okay, Realme or MI when they are having online. Okay, their premium prices are there. And rival and new entry is very difficult to enter, difficult to compete because we are having something unique. But disadvantages are there. This competencies cannot be different. Okay, distinctive cannot be there. Distinctive matlab different cannot be. Difference will not be there. Second point, limited demand. Okay, niche can disappear anytime. Okay, limited demand. Okay, it may happen that you may start with restricting the channels, and that channel only will go outside for some other purpose. This is one of the biggest channel. Okay, biggest problem. Now comes with your last portion, and that is one of the biggest confusing point. Okay, please understand what I am asking you a question. Give me a good answer. If I say Land Rover or Range Rover, you are already aware about this car? Land Rover, okay, and Fortuner. These are the two cars which competing. Okay, Land Rover reduce the price, okay, with the same features compared to Fortuner. Now this is which strategy? Price has been reduced. Now this is which strategy? Give me a good answer. Focus cost. Perfect chetna. Focus cost. This is focus cost. I do think everybody clear? Focus cost. Okay. Now, do you think this like this? Or do you think because of this strategy, now my premium customer who are paying more, understand this point, my premium customer who are paying more will also pay me less now? Are you getting the point? My question समझ में आ रहा है मेरा? Okay, the premium customer who are paying more, अरे Range Rover का यार, they were paying me 80 lakhs. Now because of this, now they will be paying me 50 lakhs. If I use focus cost leader, it is a very difficult for me. Okay, so yes, they will think they have cheated. Now this will bring a best cost provider strategy where what Range Rover can do, understand this. They can provide the same feature at low cost, or they can charge the same price and give more feature. Get the concept, this point. They can provide this particular same feature at lower cost, or they can charge, okay, same price but giving more feature. This is called best cost provider strategy. Means what? I am not reducing price completely, okay, but I am bringing a offer for this particular period, okay, from June to August. This month you can get the Range Rover for 50 lakhs. Atma, understood. Now tell me which strategy it is. Only from June to August, I'll be giving for 50 lakhs. Offer is there. Now this is called best cost provider strategy, which is saying, okay, same feature at lower cost or same price but more feature. But this is not permanent solution. Permanent solution is what going above. अगर मैं ये lower cost completely कर दूं, completely, then I will be focus cost leader. ओके तो याद रखिए, अगर मैं ऐसा आपको बोलता हूँ, एक क्वेश्चन आई कैन टेक फ्रॉम एन मॉड्यूल ओनली, वेयर आई एम ए साइकिल कंपनी, ओके, अ साइकिल कंपनी विच आई एम ब्रांडिंग ए 30,000 साइकिल, and I understood high class people are using my cycle. Now I want the middle class people should also use my cycles. And in this point, okay, I explained, okay, I focus on that. For 1 month the offer is there, offer closes soon, okay. Now the middle class can also buy. Don't you think, okay, but completely I am not reducing my profit completely, Malik, okay. This is what exactly you need to understand. In best cost provider, what it may happen that I may face some losses, but in focus cost I will be definitely in profit, because when I am reducing a focus cost, I am reducing the cost and therefore price is reduced. So if Range Rover completely reducing the price at 50 lakh, completely, it is a focus cost. But why I can reduce the price at 50 lakhs? Because I can have a volume and I can reduce my cost also, na? Therefore it is called focus cost. In best cost provider study, it may happen that I may be at losses for some time. समझ में आया मालिक? Understood? I don't think समझ में आया? It can be happen whatever वो प्रोडक्ट चलना है. This is best cost provider study. ये क्या स्टडी है? It is a differentiation plus cost leader. इसका combination. It is a combination of differentiation and cost leader. मालिक, आत्मा डन मालिक? तोड़ मालिक. तो we have done with respect to your chapter 1, 2, 1, 3, 4 and 5. So I do think your context till here it is closed.